There we go.
Got it.
Okay. So, Gatto, did you get the message I sent you?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So you guys we start again, and we tend to do this quite a bit, where we start in the middle of a fight. Bellis res, I guess, is
Kind of our thing.
yeah, and Bellis res. So we're going
Insolante
to
Decro. Decro
exactly
Flante. I
Lagre
can't.
Delecto.
Thank you.
I like to throw in a little Latin. It makes me
It's a little sex with swords.
yeah. So last time, so you guys basically have been in this the Yearning House, which is sort of a demonic brothel, for lack of a better term. I mean, I don't think there's a better term. That's exactly what it is. It's staffed by succubi and incubi. And when you guys arrive here, at first you were kind of like, all in with the fighting and hitting people and splitting one poor giant. You split his head in half, cut his nose off or something like that, and everybody's like, "What are you doing? You're expected." And it was a very kind of weirdly off-putting scenario, because you guys kind of went and talked to these guys, and the guy's like, "Oh yes, you're welcome here. Obviously, we want to set you up," and it was kind of like this thing where they were like, we'll get you sorted and into individual rooms unless you want to be together, and that's the kind of guys you are, and that kind of stuff. And it's there was all that kind of like this sort of weird sense that you guys belonged there, and that you were going to take advantage of sort of the local amenities, yeah. And then afterwards, you're going to have a conversation with Madam of the House, a creature referred to as Sister Perversion, who you have not met yet. So, but you guys turned that on your head and decided to sort of pop up. When you guys got upstairs and started, and the major domo, or whatever you want to call him, the pimp, started like popping you into various rooms, and like, that's your room, that's your room. And as you guys got upstairs, you saw that a couple of things that were disconcerting. One, there was a large double door on a far wall that had glyphs and stuff on it and that kind of thing, and it was kind of off-putting looking. And your guess was that since you had seen what you suspect was be the most of this building, you suspected that would be Sister Perversion's office.
Mm-hmm.
And if, as you're here for the Nihydrian chisel, if it's in her possession, that's probably where it exists. Now, there's a little bit of discussion on that, because when you were back at Dresden talking with Queen Galfrey and not Saren Ray, who's Iomede's representatives, basically they told you, when they were telling you that these were the three missions you had to go on in the city of Iz, and they were talking about the Nihydrian crystal, they did not say Sister Perversion has it. They said that someone else has it, and the name they gave you was Mistress Anamora, who you have not seen or heard of as yet. So you're not sure how that factors in. Maybe it's an alias, maybe it's something else. You don't know. But that's not Sister Perversion, who everybody points to and says she's the purveyor here, is not who you were told has the chisel. So there could be some issues there. But you guys are checking out that door, and a couple of things have happened. Gatto and Bardos have been looking at that door and trying to figure out what to do with it. So one of the things that you noticed, Bardos was able to detect, was that the door is arcane locked, which Gatto felt comfortable that he would be able to disengage. However, there was a kind of ward on there that Gatto analyzed and was like, I don't think there's anything I can do to this that will do it. At which point Bardo was like, does this require a dispel magic? You guys were talking about it. It's possible. So that's that. In the meantime, Flashheart, when you guys had come up here, had discovered that in cages hanging from the ceiling, which is about 30 feet up from where you guys are hound archons in various states of debilitation. Obviously, they have been tortured, starved. They are in a bad shape. Flashheart actually went over and talked to one briefly when fisticuffs broke out, and the guy was like, I think you actually were able to give him some. Did you give him a hand? What do they call it?
Hand job, yeah.
No, that's not the phrase I was looking for. But lay on hands. That's what I was thinking. But
I was
I don't.
attempting to. I think I couldn't remember if you allowed me to or not.
I don't think you were able to do it because you were also fighting a skinless dude that had popped
Right.
out and was trying to steal your skin. So there was that.
What they did.
The major domo came up, and I think it was Storm who killed him. Pretty quickly too, if I recall correctly. There was a it was
Let's
Fletcher.
not bicker about who killed who.
It was Fletcher, because I remember Fletcher got a crit and ripped out part of the guy's organs, like reached in and grabbed with his Glabrezu hand and ripped out some of his organs and threw them on the floor. And in the meantime, Lothar is going over there now. He's taken on his angelic aspect. He's got wings. He's glowing with the light of 1,000 lawful, good sons of the north, that kind of thing. In the meantime, Ilindar and Storm are fighting a couple of succubi that are sort of very frankly gallantly fighting Storm. It's that kind of thing. And then but Ferrado was able to detect that there were some other guys coming up the stairs. She threw an ice storm over there and then climbed up on the ceiling. And if I recall correctly, Ferrado, I've seen the +12 on the thing. You are 12 feet up on the side of the wall, correct?
Yes, I am. I sure am.
Using your feet. So
Yep.
So it's a bit chaotic right now. There's people coming into the battle that haven't entered the battle yet. There's you're not sure who's in what room. You haven't unlocked the door to where Sister Perversion, where you think she is. There's all kinds of things happening. I do have a list of buffs that are taking place. So everybody's got communal protection from evil on. And then Lothar has angelic aspect greater on. And that's all
About
I have.
planar
Yeah.
adaptation, isn't that still on for fire?
Yeah, planar adaptation is
Stone
still
skin
on.
was still on too.
Telepathic bond.
With everybody or?
Telepathic bond just says 160 minutes. I don't think everybody got included, but whoever cast that included Lothar because I have it written down.
I don't think I did.
That would've been-
Bardos did that. It's got
I was
Lothar, me, Fletcher, and then one
think
other. I
me.
can't remember.
I think
I
it
think I
was
was.
the fighters.
Hold on. Let me go back.
So everybody should have
Oh
protection.
yeah, planar adaptation all. Energy 20 fire protection. So you guys got 20
Right.
protection for fire. Stone skin all.
Protection from evil all.
Strongjaw Storm, telepathic bond, Gato, Ilindar, Lothar, Farina, and Bardos.
Yeah. And then I have angelic aspect greater and protection from spells +8.
And Fletcher
just-
currently has the coin with silence on it, which is represented by the purple circle there.
Les, can I summarize what I remember about the last adventure?
Sure.
We show up at the house. We're like, attack, kill them all. And they're like, hey. The dungeon master has carefully erased some really clever pros and plot hooks for you to navigate. Why don't you come up these stairs and let's have a little chit chat? And we're like, sure,
Okay.
we'll do that. Wink, wink, fingers crossed. And as soon as we get upstairs, it's all done. Enough talk. Let's fight. That's about
That's
where
Pretty much
Yeah,
exactly how it went.
Yeah, that's largely it. I mean, you could have summarized it in that's pretty close. Yeah. I think that's accurate. All right.
Hey,
Welcome,
Doug.
Doug,
How
by
are
the way.
Hi, Doug.
Hey, you guys blew you and Steve over at the table blew out of there too fast. You would have seen our huge victory. We won. I don't know if you guys stuck around to see that last night.
No. Cass and I had to leave. Like this is like an hour past our bedtime. You won.
We won the trivia contest. Table 2, we won.
Yep.
Bullshit.
No,
They did.
ask Don.
amazing.
We came from behind over table 9, and let me tell you, they were
Table.
none too fucking happy about it either.
No.
What was your final winning question?
I saw the couple
90.
of guys come up to Don during the evening. Don, I got to admit, I was like, I felt bad. I genuinely felt bad for you. I was talking to Steve and Cass and Heather that was next to me. It's like, what the heck is going on with Don? Because these people were mad.
Oh yeah, they were mad, and we ended
So-
up beating them.
So they were even more mad because So table 2, Les and Mike and those guys, they got first place with 90 points. There were 3 tables with 89 points.
89.
Okay. So we went to the tiebreaker, which is round 1. You're supposed to predict your score,
That's
and
right.
the team
Yeah.
closest to it without going over wins.
Yep.
Table 9 had guessed over, so they were out.
Yeah.
The other 2 tables guessed the same number, so we had a coin toss for second place, but table 9 was not eligible.
They came in third.
Do you know what
Yeah.
what was your question that put you over the top? You remember what it was?
The one that I think, you know what I think really turned it for us, and I have to give Mike Phillips entirely the credit for this,
Oh, Balto.
which was the Balto question. So Don has this thing that he does when he MCs where he will refer back to questions that he's already asked, and the question you will
It'll be
need
a
to
detail.
remember what the answer was from an earlier question. Well, Mike freaking Phillips, genius of all things, he's been taking notes the whole time during the thing. He's got what, 3-4 pages of like little hand scrabbled notes. So the question comes up, what was the miles on it? And Mike's like, hold on,
Hang on.
boom, boom, boom. Gets it. It's like, this is the number. I've got it. And then he came back again with another notes question and nailed it. And we were just like, there was no way we would have guessed those things.
You guys
Say,
were
Balto, you talking about the
closer to
dog?
you guys were closer to the top number than we were, but Heather was the same way. She was like, she had a list of like, she was like jotting down all these things. I'm like, I'm sitting next to her like,
The hell are you doing?
what are you doing? And she's like, oh my God, we got to have this. And it's like, oh my God.
The first time I did that, one of the sports questions was, who won the first Super Bowl? Okay. And the
No.
answer,
No.
It was
the
last
first year.
year's
The first year I did this.
XF.
The-
Okay.
The first year I did this, it was who won the Super Bowl? The very first Super Bowl.
Green
And
Bay?
the answer was
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
Yeah.
Okay. When I gave the answer, I said Green Bay defeated Kansas City in Super Bowl #1 by a score of 34-24. Okay. 2 rounds later, what was the score of the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl? And everyone's like, oh, can you go back a little bit?
Nice. When you said Balto, you talking about the sled dog Balto?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balto and
Balto.
Togo.
And Tanya.
What, does that have a
Togo.
kind of St.
Congo.
Louis reference or just
Balto and Togo.
261
Togo's the
miles.
first
I
dog,
remember
right?
the
Balto's
note.
yeah.
Balto is the one that ran over the finish line, so he gets all the acclaim. But he only ran 55
Backup dog. He was
miles
backup
of
the
the
dog, right? Yeah, he was backup dog.
361. Yeah. Togo was the
ran
primary dog.
261 miles. I don't know that I'll ever forget that.
Yeah.
But that was the clutch. That was in round 9, and Mike comes through with that clutch hit, and I'll tell you what, that turned it for us, I think. Mike, I got to give you 100% of the credit on that. I think it turned it for us.
Thank you.
What was the what was the beef from the dude? We were table 5, 6, 7,
Okay,
8.
his first one was what country did cheddar cheese originate from?
Well, yeah, it was England, and that was the answer. So,
They wrote United Kingdom.
oh fuck that! All right,
And-
that's not the
and-
right
and-
answer.
And they bitched about that, and I'm like, okay, it's close enough. It is, if you want to get stickling, yeah, if you want to really get nitpicky, you can say it's England and not Great Britain, because Great Britain is technically a combination of several different
Yeah.
countries
Holy moly!
under,
Great Britain,
All right.
under
Wales.
one political thing.
Yeah, Wales
So,
and England.
but I gave him UK.
Scotland.
The one they complained about next was the
Skittles.
company that makes Taste the Rainbow.
That was
Mars.
Mars.
Yep.
Mars Inc. So they had Skittles -M&M/Mars.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And
Yeah.
when I didn't give it to them, they're like, well, it's the name is in there. I'm like, with
No,
3
no,
other things,
yeah.
and you haven't crossed anything out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, they had a couple of other complaints also, but those were their 2 biggest ones.
Sounds like you need to hire a
I
bouncer
said either
for this,
Mars or
rowdy crowd.
Nestle.
Yeah.
And our table finally settled on Nestle,
It's
but
Mars
it was
Inc.
Mars. Yeah.
Mars Inc.
Mars.
Yeah, they had written down Skittles Eminem/Mars. Like, okay.
That's not good enough. Yeah.
Nope, it wasn't good enough to beat us.
You guys,
Fuckers.
you go.
We killed it. Anyway, enough lauding our
Yeah, come on.
trivia skills. Let's get in the game. All right. So I mean, I think Matt described the situation succinctly and accurately.
Very accurate.
You know, from your point of view, you guys are in battle right now. Any other questions before we just jump right into round 2?
Am I the only one who can't fly? Because it feels like everybody and their brother can fly these days.
I don't know.
I can't
Well,
fly.
I'll let you guys go. You're battling. I just wanted to say
Doug.
hi.
Good to
Hi,
see
Doug.
you.
Dougie.
good to see you,
See you
Doug.
guys.
I don't know that everybody can fly. Ferrado doesn't fly, but she can.
Oh.
She has like sort of always on spider climb.
Yeah, I'm
Illinois
spider
can't fly.
climbing.
I'm gonna have a word with Iamade. Like, hey,
You got a
fighting all
whale,
these
but it's
flying
back at home.
creatures,
What do you?
I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
All right. Any other objections other than Fletcher not being or Flashheart not being able to fly? All right, we jump into round 2. It's Bardos up first.
Excuse me.
Still trying to explain to Iamade why I'm in Sister Perversion's house here. Hey, it was a mission. I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
She sent you.
It's for the mission. Trust me.
Trust me, I didn't enjoy it.
Honestly, it might have been Iomade that tipped off the Major Domo that you guys were coming to make way for, my Iomade's favorites.
Oh yeah. I have a group on here.
Cannot hear you.
No, we don't hear you.
Don't hear me?
No, we don't hear Gordon. Gordon put a
Hear
message in
Matt.
chat.
We don't hear Gordon.
He's not muted. I'm looking at his screen. It doesn't look
He
like
is
he's
muted. Oh, there he was. He was for a second, but now he's not.
Gordon, are you there?
say something interesting.
Bueller.
He's like, I'm out of
I
here.
don't know if he can hear us. He's like, okay,
Oh, wait,
1
we've
minute.
got a
He
sign
does hear
language.
us. He does
I've
hear
got
us.
the universal wait 1 minute symbol. Okay. All right. Let's practice our sign language. Hey. Wait, 3.
What is that?
Hey.
Hey?
It felt very soprano-y. That's why I did it.
Okay.
You'll say Illendar is not over there.
All right. So are you delaying? Is he? I don't see him.
And Illendar's got dangerous. I mean,
He's giving a thumbs up. I think that's you're delaying.
he's got
okay.
combatants between him and that
Okay.
door.
That is an official delay. I'm
Okay.
calling that audio signal.
All right. We're gonna delay Bardos. All right. So in this
Audible.
case, so it's their turn. All right. So the succubuses are going to take 5-foot steps backwards from Fletcher. And then they are both going to cast Dominate Person at you, which requires will saves from each. So you need to make 2 DC 23 will saves. Fletcher. And now you are muted.
I hear you. Did you say the DC was?
23 on the will saves.
It's dominate person. Okay.
Dominate person. They're trying to dominate you.
That's all right.
But
You've
he's
got
And dominate
protected.
person is an enchantment effect, right? They're trying to.
Yeah.
Correct.
He's
It
got
absolutely
protection
is.
from evil.
And you got protection from evil, so you can
can't be
fall
dominated.
victim to it. It's just the effects of it are delayed until after protection from evil stops.
Ends.
Wait a second. Wait.
Yes.
Yes.
It protects from enchantments?
Go ahead and look at it.
It stops domination.
It can affect him. I mean, the spell can land on him successfully, but it suppresses the effect as long as protection from evil is running.
Got you. Okay.
So he still has to do the saves because he can be dominated.
It can be. It can happen, but it's suppressed. Yeah.
It's suppressed until after the spell wears off.
Which will be it's 1 minute per level, and what would that
They'll
be?
be dead by then.
Yeah,
They will be
they might be
dead.
dead. Yeah. All right, but I still want to see some will saves. Come on, punch them out.
This is why I hit everyone with protection. This is the exact reason I hit
Get
everyone
+2.
with protection from evil.
Sorry, I was just confirming the that protection from evil also gives another +2. So
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot.
You're not gonna like the bonus I get in total. So.
All right, so 32, that's a save. It's like you shrug off their domination. And a 32, also a save, strangely enough. So Fletcher, as you shrug off, as the protection from evil sort of rises up to meet these spells, you could feel it's almost like little pleasurable fingers dapping into your mind, trying to say, you shouldn't do that, you should join us. And your brain just is like, fuck that. And it just sort of like chucks them out of your head. They feel this. It's almost physical from their point of view, and you could see that they are, well, not happy because you're obviously a murderous freak, and so
a big murderous barbarian.
they're not happy about that at all. Gatto, you're up.
Okay, so I first start off by yelling, okay, by the gods, guys, once we meet the mistress, avoid her gaze and ignore her lies. Okay.
Okay.
Where is
she your ex, Gatto?
no, she is not.
Well,
that sounds like something you say about your ex. Not her lies.
Avoid that's what you say about yours. Avoid her eyes. Beware her lies.
And then I turn to Bardos and say, we need you to take care of these glyphs if you can. I can't do anything with the glyphs.
So you did deactivate the arcane lock last time, if I recall
The
correctly.
arcane lock is off.
Is off, yeah.
You just say that, like blindfolded.
Yeah, I know. Nothing is locked.
Can you unlock these cages next?
I could reach them.
I'm sure we can. Extra guy or Fletcher could throw you up there.
Hey, Bartos, you think you'll be able to like disengage the mic and use the onboard or anything like that, or do you think that you're
maybe
out from a voice standpoint?
Do you have a headset?
Get a cell phone, probably.
I know you're only half a house away from Jennifer, so just yell really loud.
Just type, I undo or I dispel the glyph.
How about now? You hear me?
Hey, there you are.
There you go.
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm running that through Roll20, oddly enough. I'm not sure why it's not working in Zoom. Something's weird.
You actually sound good in Roll20.
Yeah, pretty clear.
Yeah.
I've heard that the Roll20 I've heard that the Roll20 audio video stuff is better.
Has gotten better.
But as long as I'm paying $15 a month for Zoom, I think we should still use it. All right. So Gatto, you tell Bartos what now?
You dispel this. Get rid of this glyph.
Okay.
He's our best chance with getting rid of the glyph.
All right. Bartos, you are officially delayed, but because of this, you could jump in at any time. Gatto, are you doing anything else?
Somebody asked about cages, so while he's doing that, I'll go look at this cage.
All right, so you're gonna walk over there and look at that guy?
Yeah.
All right.
How high up is this cage?
So it's sort of dangling. So keep in mind that you're on what is essentially a big balcony,
A
right?
second little balcony, yeah.
Yeah. So hold on a sec. Let me do this. So this area right here can you see that? So that area right there is sort of like open space.
Right.
Leading down
to the first floor.
Remember that fountain that you see sort of in the middle there is on the first floor. And so these cages are sort of hanging from the ceiling, but they're like dangling a little bit over the side. You think that your guess is that they have been positioned this way so that people who are lounging around down on the first floor, in the main floor, can see these prisoners sort of dangling in space to, take pleasure from their from their pain.
But up here, can I reach that cage?
You can absolutely reach it. Yeah.
Okay. So I walk over there. I'm going to unlock that one next round.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm going to use the dispel magic. I'll run it.
Okay. So you're going to go back up the thing and do the dispel magic. All right. So I got to look at a caster level here. 1 second. Where are you? Okay. All right. I've got a caster level. So if I recall correctly, dispel magic is it's your you roll d20 plus your caster level versus 11 plus the caster level of the person who cast the spell, right? So okay, I've got you.
So 18, 19, 20. Okay. Spell penetration and greater spell penetration works on this, right?
I would assume
Yes.
so. That gives you pluses on your dispels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not becoming spell resistance, yeah.
39. That is natural 19. Very nice. Okay, so the 39 is enough to break the enchantment on the door, and you can see the enchantment, sort of the ward that has been put on there, sort of melt away as your powerful spell bleeds into the door, crushes the opposing spell, and drains it away into the nothingness. All right. Do you want to, no? So that's just a standard action to cast Dispel Magic. So do you want to do anything else?
I guess I'll head over to see what Gato is up to. Maybe I can help him. Are you trying to get this guy out or something?
Yeah, I'll unlock it. You help him out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm checking up on you. Yeah. You're not stealing blind, are
What are you
you?
stealing now?
Here, let me help you pick this lock. Yeah, right.
Anything you should steal from here, make sure you dip it in Purell or some sort of holy
It's
spell.
like, do you remember Delirious with Eddie Murphy, where he's talking about like a woman who married some like David Bowie or something like that, and she worked at a like a
Oh, it was Johnny Carson, and she worked.
Johnny Carson's wife, and she's like, here's my, he's like,
350 million. She's got $60 she got from her boutique job.
I'm
Just
getting
the rest.
here's my rest.
Then she wants half. It's like, what?
All right, so Bartos, you're gonna go over there. Ferrado, you are up.
I'm going to disengage my little spider climb slippers, hop down on the floor, and then proceed to climb up that wall there.
Okay, you're gonna sort of run across the floor there.
And then I'm going to cast Slowing Mud.
Slowing mud? What is even that? I've never even heard of that.
It's just like a muddy spell, makes people muddy and slow. And I'm going to remind everybody we got incoming up the stairs here.
Slowing mud. You coat the targets in thick, sticky mud, acts as a slow spell. All right, cool. And they could be blinded. This is crazy.
One creature per level, no two of which can be more than 30 feet apart. So it lasts a round per level.
All right, let me check that. So they do have spell resistance.
Okay.
So I need you to roll a d20 plus your caster level to see if you can get past their SR.
I mean my level? Caster
Your
level.
personal, yeah, your caster
Okay.
level.
Okay.
And for largely your caster level, unless you've multi-classed, your caster level is typically your actual level.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Hang on. This dice roller I'm not used to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to go down to the one where it says advanced. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's
it'll freak me out
Oh
when I
yeah.
start trying to use it.
Jeez. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Swap.
30. All right, that is enough to get past their
Now there's
their
a
spell
fortitude.
resistance.
There's a fortitude save, which would be a 20.
Fort save negates. All right, let me see what their boners are. Okay, +7 on the bonus. All right, so here's their fort. So there's is it like a radius, or is it actually is it everybody you can see? Or how does that spell?
It's really kind of weird the way they word it. So basically it targets one creature per level, no two of which can be more than 30 feet apart.
Okay.
So it sounds like a 30-foot diameter. Or
yeah,
no,
well, I mean, you can see everybody in the stairwell, so you could cast it on all three.
Yeah, it looks like I can do that. It looks actually like I could do as many people as that, are in a line that are no more than 30 feet apart.
Yeah, it does. Okay, so all right, here we go. Some fortitude saves. Let's do that. I'm gonna do front to closest to you versus farthest to you. So the first guy, natural 20. So he's okay,
Damn.
negated. So he's all right.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark the guys who don't make it.
Okay.
Oh, there's a guy that didn't make it. What was the save?
20.
20. So he rolled an 18. So the color of mud is brown. So he has a brown thing on there.
He has brown pants on.
He's got his brown pants on. And 16. So it bypasses the lead guy, but gets both of the other ones. So let me read this spell real quick. You coat the targets in thick, sticky mud. It acts as a slow spell and also blinds them. A creature can use a standard action to remove the muds from its eyes or from those of an adjacent creature, ending the blinding condition for that individual. Removing enough mud to end the slow effect is a full round action. Jumping into a lake or being subject to an effect that creates a lot of water removes all the water and run round. Otherwise, it lasts for 1 round per level. What is your level?
15.
Okay, I am going to put this in there. Whoops. By these guys. Actually, I'm going to put it by you because that'll make more sense. All right. And
I'm
so
going to holler over my shoulder to
15
Flashheart
rounds.
that, you know, there's some girls mud wrestling going on over here if you want to help out.
I'm gonna look where Lothar is, see if his eyes are burning a hole in the back of my head before I make my move.
The Archon is like, excuse me, Herald of Iomade, please focus. All right, so Ferrado modifies 2 things. This guy is still coming out. He's pretty angry. Now, you said you went back up the wall. How high up the
So
wall
I
did you
get,
go?
I mean, I got a 30-foot movement, I think, and
So
I
you
was up.
got 20, probably 5 or 10 feet. I'm gonna say 10
Yeah,
feet.
I'm not thinking I'm going to get very far up, but
Okay, let's say 10. I'm just gonna put this this tag right on there that shows you're 10 feet up that wall.
could use a dragon too. I mean, storm.
Oh.
Gotta get a dead man.
Too late. Too late.
It's going to be a big
It's
one.
never too late. In fact, we should give you another one
She
for
reaches across the open balcony area and smack.
See if we can invest. Let's get us a Wawa pedal for next Christmas where you can just step on it.
I need so I'm working 3 screens here already. What I need like, you know, I need like a Neil Peart drum kit thing for
Yeah.
this. You know, it's like where it's all sort of around me and I've
Surrounded
got
everywhere.
foot pedals and yeah. So if you guys, for Christmas that would be perfect.
A cross between Neil Peart and who's the guy from Money? You know the
Eddie Money?
no
Oh,
the Money guy. Oh, he's got all his like little sound effects, whatnot. I'm feeling terribly, guys. I'm sorry.
For Pink Floyd.
No, the financial guy. The financial guy who does all the money thing is like making.
Oh, Kramer?
Yeah,
Oh,
Kramer's
God.
always, like making farting sounds and everything, like Tesla.
Great. I don't have much faith in Kramer.
Yeah, that, yeah.
You don't have to have faith, but there you go.
All right, so Ferrado modifies the guy, climbs up the wall, and she's basically handling the incubi on the stairs solely. This guy's dead, so I believe Flashheart ended the skinless dude, so I'm just going to take him off of it because he's gone. So which makes it Ilandar's turn. So Ilandar, you've got one guy tripped. You've got another succubus here. Give me a quick perception check.
I'll give you a regular one.
All right. Does that mean it's going to take a long time or?
Not really. It's kind of the same.
All right. 34. All right. So this door here is open. And those 2 succubi came out of it. You can hear somebody or something rustling around in there. Like maybe they're preparing to come out.
Man,
I know, right?
not
This whole
cool.
battle stinks.
Are we hasted yet?
You had haste on you, but it's not. It was gone. It was gone a while back.
Okay, well, I'm reapplying. And
What's the range on that haste-a-rooney?
that's what I'm getting ready to.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I don't like it. And if as your DM, I think you should reconsider.
It's so helpful, Les.
So 25. So if I do right there, then everyone's within 30 feet of that. So pretty much the entire party will get it.
All right. So you're actually moving.
No, I'm just.
No,
you're close
it's
enough.
a
Okay.
range. You can
Gotcha.
say starting
Gotcha.
at this point.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're good. You're good.
So everyone now has haste.
Thank you.
And then I'm taking a step to right here. So I'm in the doorway, but
All right. You're dumping in that room, sort of getting out of the way.
yeah. And then Storm is going to go all out on this guy right here that's still standing.
Okay. Heard
No,
a
it
great
was
joke the other
it
day.
was a very brave.
Heard a great joke there. It's a little kid joke, but they were asking this little kid who's holding. I was watching a video and they were asking this little kid who's holding a chicken. He says, tell us your joke. And the kid goes, why are chickens funny? And they go, why? And he goes, because. I thought that was pretty good.
Okay, I'm taking a line straight off of last year, number 6.
All
Like
right.
a coward, but not actually being a coward, I move backwards.
Hey, for those of
See?
you, I'm glad you brought that up. For those of you who haven't voted yet, vote early, get it in. We've got we're on the Elite 8 of funniest quote. That's still in there. Get in there if you can. All right, so this is on the standing succubi, who is not
Yeah.
a happy cramper.
And so I'm gonna do the full thing, but it doesn't have the hasted attack in there. We'll see if I need it by the end of all this.
Okay, okay. Oh man, what do we got here? All right, that's not great. That's not great for me.
If
All right,
you have
let's
an
go.
attack that you can do as a free action and you're hasted, does that mean you can do it twice? If
What's
you take
that?
extra attack, if you have
No, free actions you don't get. Haste doesn't allow you to get extra free actions. You only get one free. I think you only get one.
No, free, you get as many as you want.
That's right. It's
You only get
Swift.
one.
Swift is the one you only
Yeah,
get one.
Swift, you only get one.
Right.
well, I've got a spell that allows me to repeat the spell every turn. It's like an action. It takes an action, like a standard action.
A standard
So-
action. Well, it's a standard action. You have one of those and a move, and that's it.
That would be a
All right.
Would not be
DM
free.
call.
Haste doesn't give you an extra standard action. That was my
Does
question.
not.
Okay.
No.
Good to know. Thank you.
All right. So Illidar, 37 hits, 46 hits, 37 hits. I think all of these are hits. So what are we doing? Do you think you got 84 points in there somewhere?
I might.
Okay, because that's well, no, they have more than that. So these are tougher. So all right, let's tally it up.
Okay, so it's
give me the numbers.
30, 38 for the bite.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that trip probably works.
Trips because she's going down.
And then
Which you rarely hear about from a succubus.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. 37 for the first claw.
Okay.
36 for the second claw.
Man, you keep pulling down numbers like this, it's going to be all over.
Make sure you throw some bleed in there too.
19 for the first wing buffet.
Okay.
And 20 for the second wing buffet.
All right. 15, 20, 30, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoa. All right. All right. I have to check my math on this. I have 150 points. Is that accurate?
Sure, let's go with that.
She has 157 hit points.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to use my hasted.
You're gonna use the extra attack to
attack to.
All right, let's see it. I want to see a 1 here. Come on, give me a 1. Give me a 1. It's not a 1. All right, so that she goes destruction. She lets out a screech, like the witch is like a screech as she falls backwards, with as many marks as you can imagine on her as she falls back. It's almost flash art as she falls backwards in your view, and you're like, you could see the damage that Storm has done to this beautiful creature, this unearthly beauty that Storm has just destroyed. This guy down here is starting to look really nervous.
In an attached part of my 1,000-yard stare, I ponder what part of the succubus Fletcher's going to sew onto himself. Then I move on.
I think we all know the answer to that question. Ears. All right. That if for so Illidar, you cast haste, popped in. Storm's done a full thing.
And actually, Storm is going to take a 5-foot step at the end of this.
I heard you, Don. All right, so Storm's going to take a 5-foot step over to the right.
Basically, just to cover the door, so.
Oh, so nobody can get at.
You can't see in it. It's hard to see Elendar now, and plus, no one can walk in and get to him.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Who is? Oh, it's him. All right, hold on. Let me get. Gonna check. This is gonna be. No, that's not. Where's my guy here? There he is. There he is. All right. I want. All right. So this guy, it's all right. So that's Illendar. You're done. This guy's going to come to the door. And I don't know who can see him. Flashheart and Fletcher probably can see him. Flashheart definitely.
Yeah.
Fletcher, give me a perception check. Because you're focused southward. Because those guys are trying to dominate you. But yeah, you see him too. All right, so this is what you guys see. Is this guy?
Oh shit!
So he's kind of like, but he looks like a creature you guys have run into before. He's got black sort of tar on his skin. He looks sickly. He's got a big sort of crazy mace in his hand. You remember creatures like this? Not this guy, but creatures sort of like this. This is obviously a different one. From the prison, from Baphomet's prison. Many of creatures like this were in positions as guards in Baphomet's prison.
Well, we gave him an extended vacation.
Yeah, as
That's
long
true.
as long as that whispery child isn't here, then otherwise Flashheart's out. Remember that whispery, creepy child?
Yep.
Yeah.
The one that Gatto kept wanting to release. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
It's crazy that Gatto never went back and did that. Yeah, that's wild.
I would never.
All right. This guy is obviously casting a spell at Flashheart. The spell is Chaos Hammer. It bursts around you with a 20-foot burst. So let me go ahead and put that there. It might be able to get Fletcher in there. I'm not sure. He wasn't trying to get Fletcher, but
You get Storm.
he might get Storm. Let's just see who he gets. Just for fun.
overlay on overlay a circle on a circle on a circle on a circle.
Yeah,
like
so
a
20-footer. Here we
3D
go.
diagram. There.
That's wrong. Sorry. Hold on. It's a 20-foot. Sorry, hold on. Okay, that's the one. So he's
10
aiming
foot.
at him. Yeah, he's not going to get Fletcher, but he's definitely going to get Storm on the snoot. So this is Chaos Hammer. So this is chaotic power smiting your enemies. It takes the form of a multicolored explosion of leaping, ricocheting energy. Lawful and neutral creatures are harmed by this. Not chaotic. Is Storm chaotic?
Give me a second. I think neutral.
Okay.
So neutral.
It's a shame he didn't cast that at Fletcher.
Fletcher would have laughed it off. Okay, so what's the DC and what's the damage and that kind of stuff?
All right, so I'm assuming that is you're telling me that is
Storm is neutral.
okay. All right, so he's affected. So the DC is 17. So not super tough. It goes off, but it's a DC for half damage. So we'll see.
Is it reflex? Is it
It's a will partial for it's will for half. And the will save is 17.
Okay.
What do we got?
29.
29. All right.
And
Flash
plus,
art.
is this one of those things that we take less damage because we're only a half a click away, or supposed to opposite?
No, it's not like that. If you get it's just halves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there was some spell that I knew of that was alignment based. That you took full damage if you were the opposite alignment, and you took half if you were neutral.
This is reflex save, right?
Will save.
Oh, will save. Okay. Sorry.
DC 17. But only for half damage, and to avoid the slowing effect if you do not make the save. Because you are mesmerized by the chaotic energies.
Okay, there we go. Saving throws. Fort will. All right. It's slowly rolling. Don, at some point, I probably need your tender mercies to help me fix these.
Yeah.
1 second. Submit. I don't know why it's not rolling. I apologize. So let me roll it normally.
Yeah, they
So
should not be this slow.
Yeah, let me just look at my sheet real quick, and I'll do it sans macro. I'll do it live.
Oops, something just happened.
Yeah.
33 will save.
Ooh.
All right. So
A
good.
minute
So you
went
both
by.
made your saves. So half of this, 23, which would be 11 points of chaos damage.
That could go in my stone skin, right?
No, this is not part of
Yeah.
Okay, it goes through. Okay.
Only physical damage goes against the.
right, and this is energy.
Yep.
So 11 points.
11 points for both you and Storm.
Right, done.
All right. And you can see, I mean, you don't hear him, but you can see him sort of chuckling to himself as he looks like he's preparing another spell. Fletcher, you're up. Now, these two succubi down to your south are puzzling through another maneuver. You're not sure what they're about, but something's going to happen.
Pretty sure you're not going to like it.
Is it slow-mo mud wrestling?
Could be.
He
They need
kind
to
of
talk.
rolls his eyes at them, and he does activate his electrical damage just in case they're not immune to it.
Okay.
So he does an extra D6 on each attack if they're not immune.
Okay.
He's starting with that one.
All right. You just now you do have reach enough to get him from where he is?
Yep.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
Do it.
Attack 1.
All right. That's it.
That is for
33. All right. I'm assuming these are sword
plus
attacks.
2, so 35. If
Is
they're
that
not immune.
electricity damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are immune to electricity, as it turns out.
Okay, so I won't keep rolling that just to make things move quicker.
Gotcha.
Okay, second attack on her.
Oh, you're switching targets? Natural
No, I said
one.
second attack on her, but never mind.
Oh, well, that one's the one to this one, which I think is this is the one you're talking about, right? That's a he. Oh no, it's a
okay.
her. Never mind. Never mind.
Wow.
Two chicks.
Well,
All right,
you
37.
never know with
It's a-
demons,
Don't
right?
judge.
Demons, yeah.
So it's a unconfirmed fumble, so no, we don't have to go to the chart on this one, but it does stop your turn. So 33 points only.
You were distracted by trying to determine what her gender was.
You turn to the right. I mean, a little more.
His mind stumbling over pronouns.
All right, Fletcher, anything else? You can still move.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. You know, I've given up largely asking questions of why when it comes to Fletcher. Flashheart, you're up. Now you've killed the flayed man. You've just got blasted by a chaos hammer by this jackass in the other room. He's laughing at you. Fletcher's murdering.
There's a downed creature right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think, but we have a bunch of succubi unmolested coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, they're quite molested, but
You're gonna go molest
I'm gonna go molest them.
they're covered in mud and just pelted with ice, and there's ice all over the stairs, so they're slipping in mud and ice. Can't see.
Are they? Is one of them within range of an attack?
If you charge, you can get the guy with the
I
single
can,
attack.
well, I can definitely charge. I'm just trying to make sure they're not down this. I'm trying to figure out height versus distance.
Hold on a second. If
How
you
far are they
were
upstairs?
to go to here, which is, I would say, within, yeah, that's within range. So you go to that
Yep.
square there. Then you would be outside of the ice on the stairs, but you would be well within range to hit the one guy who was not affected by the mud, which is this guy. All right, so you're gonna go there.
Me and Fabio, let's dance.
All right, this guy, he's a lovely one. He's like this guy, very big abs there,
Huge pectorals.
huge pecs. All right, you're gonna stab him with radiance. All right, if you're charging, you get +2, and you did have a clear range, so you could enact a charge if you want to. I think if you charge, you only get one attack, but you only get one attack this time anyway. But you were at
Right.
+2 to hit.
The difference is, yeah, +2 to hit, -2 to
-2 on AC.
or just 0 to both, whichever you choose.
What, a normal attack or extra attack? I want normal attack, right?
Yeah, normal single attack.
6.
All right, 37 to hit is a hit. 16 physical damage plus 3 points of holy. That is 19. It is not a critical, so that doesn't count. So 19 points of damage to the dude.
It seems pretty paltry compared to what the dragon just did to that other succubi, but I do what I do.
Well, it was a full. You had to move, so you didn't get a full attack.
Yeah,
I got his
the
attention.
difference.
You definitely got his attention. He's slipping and sliding. He's got his friends. You can see from where you're standing, you can see that his friends they're reaching up. They're covered in mud, and it's fun. And it's almost humorous because these are pleasure bots, right? These are succubi that occupy the only pleasure house inside of the city of Iz. So that obviously they were done up in silks and that stuff. So their makeup's ruined, all of it's screwed up. There's mud all over the place. They look, it's like you took a couple of supermodels and dragged them behind a horse for a couple of feet.
I'm reminded of the scene out of near the end of Tombstone where they burst into a brothel to take out a cowboy, and they go, "Don't move!" And Doc steps to the door and says, "By all means, move."
All right, that it for you, Flash?
Yes, that's it for me.
All right, the guy on the ground. Wait, guy? Girl on the ground.
Oh, it's a redhead.
It's a
Everybody
redhead.
swarm,
Watch out,
swarm.
Chuck. She vanishes.
Good thing.
You gotta let a redhead get away. We'll never hit it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So she's the last one of that group. So Lothar, a redhead has just escaped doom. Your time has come. But it's your turn.
When I open.
Chuck, you there?
You skipped
Yeah.
Gatto.
No, it didn't.
Oh no,
Gatto-
you didn't. No, you didn't.
No,
You're right.
Gatto,
You're right.
you went and you're
I see it.
unlocking a Hound Archon. So
Yeah.
Chuck, yeah. So you saw
Yeah, I'm
Gatto. So you're flying?
Yes,
Okay, hold
but
on.
I'm flying at the level of the floor,
Okay. I'm gonna put
or
your
maybe
wing-
just a little above it. So I want to be under the cage.
Okay.
If I fly to here,
Like this cage?
yeah,
Okay.
because you said they were higher
Yeah,
up,
they're
right?
higher than the ledge, than the railing kind of thing.
Right. So I'm going to fly to here as a move action. As a swift action, I'm going to channel energy.
Okay.
And
30
this
points.
covers everybody in my group.
All right. Is that the green?
Yeah, except
Circle? Okay.
Illendar. Oh, except Illendar and Flashheart.
Okay. Hold on a sec. All right. So
And the hounds are in the group now.
they are
Yeah.
definitely.
The hounds are within it, so they should get the healing.
They are. I'm giving it to them.
And you get the
Fateful
ability
challenge.
the fateful channel, roll twice, take the better attack.
Are there any enemies in the
I
channel?
can I omit
Several.
them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can only eliminate so many of them.
Five.
Omit.
Okay.
Charisma.
1, 2. There are only 2 enemies inside the circle.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Hang on, let me verify that. I can omit 4.
Okay. Well, there are only 2, so
Yeah, I know. And
everybody's out.
then I'm going to fire my bow at the guy who looks like Danny DeVito with elf ears.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy here then?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so you're gonna fire. All right. Excellent. Single shot. Or 2 shots?
No, it should only be a single shot.
Okay. However, that is a natural 1. That is a fumble. So let's see if you can confirm it for me, which I think you can.
Well, there's 2 attacks here. So do you want to use that or want me to roll it again?
But they're different bonuses, aren't they?
It doesn't matter. It
yeah.
just needs to be not a natural 1, basically.
Well, no, it has to beat his AC.
Go ahead and roll the attack again.
His
Yeah, go
touch
ahead, roll it.
AC.
Because that's what we've
Oh,
always
his
done.
touch AC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. So that's going to be an unconfirmed fumble because of touch AC. But yes, but that does stop your turn.
Right.
Okay. Tell me, can you move your wings with you? See if you can move just a square up, square down.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll just move them with you then.
Okay.
All right. That's the end of round 2. Excellent round. We go next to who is that? Oh, them. Okay. So we'll do that here in a second. I'm going to get another tiny whiskey and I'll be right back.
Little tiny whiskey makes his hands look so big. Little tiny
And everybody took off.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was just trying to compose a bard song. Little tiny whiskey.
Even when I'm not at my chair, I can still hear and respond. So
Yeah, me too, generally, although I'm not on tonight.
Are you
Gordon
working
and
in
I
your
went
office?
to, did he tell you that we went to California to visit our daughter and got COVID the day we got there?
Oh,
Oh,
logo.
no.
Yeah, my son-in-law he tested the next morning after we arrived, and my daughter got it 2 days later, and then me the next day. So we basically sat in pajamas and like took turns trying to make a pot of tea for each other and watch a TV show and pass out and sneeze, and it was
Yeah. Love you, honey. We're not going to visit for a while.
well, it looks like Gordon waited till he got back because he was the cockroach of the story.
Okay.
Yeah, but now today he's got a fever. So
Oh, great.
Oh,
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Did you guys get
Or-
COVID?
Bored him
Yeah.
in the house.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
that was what we did for vacation. We shared COVID with my daughter and her husband.
Oh, that
That was awfully
sucks.
nice.
Sorry to hear that.
That
What part
sucks.
of
Very
California?
generous of them, yes.
What part of California? And I was just watching the news earlier. It's crazy.
They're under the rain. We got the first day of that. What do they call it? Atmospheric
The-
river.
yeah.
2.5 inches. But honestly, it's just like a Midwest downpour. It's not a
Yeah.
huge thing, really.
They make
But
it
they're
sound
in
crazy, but-
Sonoma.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's
For
nuts. It's
them, it's
wet.
unheard of. For us, it's like typical Tuesday in spring.
Yeah, exactly. But
Exactly.
it's nice though. At least their infrastructure seems to handle the water really well. I lived in LA for a couple of years, and they'd get like a half inch of rain, and babies were being washed down the drains. It
Yeah.
was just
Yeah.
That's what
crazy.
happened in San
difference.
Diego last week too. It was insane how much rain
Yeah.
hit. And
And they're not
Was-
equipped for it.
San
either.
Diego got a shitload of rain. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 800,000 people without power.
Yeah.
Shut up. I didn't hear that. Really?
Suddenly,
Yeah.
all those taxes might not be worth it anymore.
Just
Wow,
a precursor
okay.
before it slides into the sea. So, well, only the southern part. Not where your family lives. Sorry.
No, mine are only sitting on the biggest fault in the planet. No
Oh,
worries.
they live down in the San Andreas.
Yeah.
Speaking of faults, I learned about that. So everybody's heard of the New Madrid. Have you guys heard of the Greater Wabash seismic zone?
Is that the one up by Seattle?
No, it's the one that's about 40 miles east of here. So
Oh, lovely.
we are in the between the Greater Wabash seismic zone, which is like New Madrid, only not as bad.
not as
and
big.
the New Madrid one. So it's just like we're right in the middle. And I'm thinking, there are a lot of coal mines where I live. Unused coal mines.
Yeah.
So I'm
Good Lord.
thinking if I drop into the bowels of the earth, just tell my family I love them.
Kind of nice to know that we're
I
right
just-
by one of the larger Air Force command bases for global actions too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like you mean
Yeah,
like
yeah.
nuclear war?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
If
kind of
there's a
nice
nuclear,
one.
I tell people if there's a nuclear war, I'll never know anything about it.
No, it's
No.
true.
I'll be up in heaven going, what the hell just happened?
Professor Michio Kaku, they're asking him like, what things is he most concerned about? I'm not worried about anything because once Yellowstone goes, United States is over. It's the total civilization wipeout. So,
Yeah.
like, oh, thanks, Michio. Really appreciate that.
That's-
They get
That's the brightest
60,000
You know what they
Years
say? You just
overdue.
gotta live your life. Live every day. All right, so
Roll every
Fletcher,
dice like it's your last.
exactly. Fletcher, the two succubi that were bedeviling you teleported away. One to someplace you don't see. The other materializes over here on this little balcony area. Looks like she's trying to get a lay of the land, and she is a bit shocked by the unconventional amount of carnage that is taking place on the upper areas. They only knew Fletcher was here because they were in that room, but now they're a bit flummoxed. Gatto, you're up.
And Succubi
So-
can just teleport at will, right? That's an ability,
Yeah.
not a spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I open this gate.
Yep.
And walk down to here.
All right. This guy basically sort of falls out of this. There's these gibbets are essentially they're just cramped in there, and they've been in there for who knows how long.
Yeah.
A while. So while he's got a bunch of new hit points thanks to Lothar, the fact is his muscles are
He hasn't been able to stretch his legs at all. So
the reality is, yeah, he's not running anywhere, not for a little while at least yet. He sort of
Wait.
falls out of the gibbet onto the floor,
The most
looks up
important,
at Bardos and says, "You have my thanks, good mage. How is it that you came to this place? Please do help me up."
I want
It's on
the most important
advertising.
thing. Did the Sarah McLaughlin song stop when he was then he whipped Don after the cage?
It was more along like this.
No.
I thought it was gonna be I will remember you. Looking at each of the poor dogs.
But yeah, so basically he's like, please help me up. My legs have worked better. I have been trapped for a great deal of time.
Flashcard, where are you? Where are you?
And Gato, you've gone to the other gibbet.
This one here now. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Which leaves it's Bardo's turn. All right. So Bardos,
Yeah,
you don't. Oh, you're muted again.
He's muted on in Zoom. So
Can you hear me
there
now?
he goes.
Yeah,
Yep. There you are.
that was one of the questions last night.
Yeah.
How about
Horizon.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Is it the COVID
Okay.
fever?
I'm working on Zoom again then. Well, let me,
And that was one of the questions yesterday.
Hear me now?
What company used the slogan, "Can you hear me now"?
Verizon.
Yep.
That guy did
point.
get fired from Verizon and go to a different company. I think it was T-Mobile.
Yes.
After he left Verizon, right? That was hilarious.
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Still-
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, okay, I'm just gonna carry the Hound Archon over to the doorway.
You're gonna carry him. Okay.
Yeah, or help him walk if he
Help
can
him
walk.
up. Yeah, you get him. I mean, it takes a second, but you get him to his feet. And he does kind of stumble. It's obviously, I mean, Bardos, you're no medic, but you can see that there's a fair amount of atrophy that has taken place. So archons like this are, they're otherworldly creatures, they're outsiders. It's possible that this guy has been in this gibbet for months, maybe weeks or months. But you could see that his legs and to a lesser extent his arms are atrophied and quite. Although you do see that he does seem to be gaining strength and agility quite quickly. But he's still, you still got to help him. He's stumbling around. He's on his feet, but he's stumbling around.
He's not going to help us in this fight.
Almost certainly not.
We knew that. He's an NPC.
That's correct.
We know you're going to
is-
be useless. Just struggle quietly to regain your dignity. It's all good.
Gato thinks of it as he is going to help. He's a target for one round.
He's a target for a round.
All right. Give me also. All right. So is that it for you, Bardos?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. I am going to. So give me a quick perception check when you get a moment. $39. Okay. 1 second. I gotta go grab something. Let me go grab something from over here. This will be easier. Okay, here we go. Oh, wrong level. 1 second. So as you're helping this guy, you see something over across the way that you're not 100% sure what it is. It's hazy and kind of I mean, it has a shape kind of like a man, but it's hazy and indistinct. Hold on, let me go ahead and see. I'm going to show you where it is, Bardos. All right, can you see the blue circle?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a hazy, indistinct shape there, like a man shape, in that you can identify something that would be where a head is. That you can identify some protuberances, which might be arms, but other than that, it's more of an amorphous kind of thing, and it's emerging from that area over there.
Okay. See invisible doesn't affect that at all, right?
That's exactly what it is. You're seeing invisible.
Okay.
It's an invisible creature.
That's why you see it. Nobody else does.
Correct. But it's sort of emerging from out of that area there. Okay.
I'll tell Gatto and Fletcher that I think I got both of them in the telepathy. Is Fletcher? I think
The
so.
telepathic bond.
In the telepathic bond, yes, I am. I think Fletcher is too.
Gatto, Illendar, Lothar, Farina, not Fletcher.
Not Fletcher. Okay, well I'll tell
Okay.
Gatto. I'll say watch Fletcher's back. There's something invisible right behind him.
Fletcher's back. Okay.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you would if you. Yeah, you would. Yep.
So because I'm in the bond, so I heard that as well. Okay.
Yep.
All right, Ferrado.
Can the chick over on the other end of the balcony, can she see me? Has she spotted me?
That's a good question. She just popped in over there, so let's see if she sees you.
Because I'd like to. Can I roll a stealth to see if I can stay out of her detection? Because I can't. My bow would not be loaded after what I did my last round. So what I'd like to do is climb a little bit further away from her in the ceiling so she doesn't see me, or up the wall into the dark.
It's possible. Give me a stealth check, and I'll give you an opposed perception check. All right, she does not see you.
Cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to head up higher and into the.
Okay.
Is it darker up in the ceiling as I go?
It's pretty well lit throughout everything. I mean,
Yeah.
you're moving quietly, and you're
Okay.
hewing
I'm
to the
just gonna
shadows, but
swing over here a little bit, so then I'll be able to see both directions, and I'm gonna go straight up from that point.
okay.
And then I'm
So
gonna pull my bow out and prepare to have a full attack next time.
gotcha. Okay, so you're about what 25, 30 feet up now?
Yeah, that'll work. I mean, I got
Okay,
huge
nearing
weapons.
the dome of the thing. Did
Yeah.
somebody turn everything green?
Yeah, sorry, I'm playing with what the radius means to me.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. No worries. I just
It's back.
everything on my screen changed, and I was like, well, somebody's doing something there.
Ooh, Roy
Uh,
D. Biv.
Isn't
That's
there a
it.
way? Isn't there a way to make that so that my circles are only visible to me?
They
You
are
and the
only visible.
GM, we don't see it.
Yeah, I see everybody's circles. So
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it was nobody. Nobody else saw anything.
Right.
Well,
Nobody else saw it,
yeah.
just you
I
and
don't want
the
to mess
GM.
up your circle when I'm checking radiuses.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I just was curious as to who was doing it. All right, Ilendar.
So is Storm aware of this guy right here? She just got hit by a spell by him.
Okay. Yes.
So she's aware of him there. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
see-
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy in the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's aware.
And she's taking a 5-foot step to get down
Okay.
there and
Okay.
then just laying into him.
Gotcha. All right. All right. All right. So
That sounded like McConaughey. We hate him.
Yeah, it's like there was only one more right we needed there, and
all
we
right.
completed
All
the
right.
ritual.
Well, he didn't say the
Alright.
third Beetlejuice, so we're okay.
All right. The 29 bite, I don't think is gonna hit. Hold on a second. Nope. That is a
It
miss.
stops after that.
And and you got a 30, so you got a thing. So yeah, so you are yeah, there's nothing there. So
Man, you
the
suck.
So 47 does hit, so it's not a fumble.
47 would hit, so it's not a fumble, but yeah, that stops your attack.
Okay. She smacked the door or something as she's trying to reach around the door to get to him.
Okay. So it's a reach around attack.
It's a reach around.
Gotcha.
Not the door going to reach around, but
It was an intimidation check. She meant to do that.
yeah. She's trying to scare him.
God damn. Hold on a sec. I gotta do a thing here. It's being a huge poop. All right, hold on. I'm gonna move him out. That's what they should do, is fix those freaking things. All right, 1 second. Okay. Somehow those guys didn't get in to the thing because they were coming up the stairs. Boop. All right. All right. I'm gonna put him back where he belongs. All right. All right. So, Ilendar, are you gonna do anything personally?
Ilandar's not doing anything other than
Not doing anything.
staying out of the way.
All right. Let me check something here. Can they
Bravely staying out of the way.
bravely stay?
Yes, definitely.
All right. So he pulls out a couple of short swords. And
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, he's like, excuse me while I whip this out. He pulls out a couple of short swords and he's like, dragon, I will make a short work of you. And begins to conduct a full attack on Storm.
He did say the magic word.
That
If
was
he drew a weapon, he has one standard action left.
Yep. Hold on 1 second. There's one thing I have to do. He did say that. So there is that. Thank you for notifying me. All right. So full attack action.
One standard action because he had to draw weapons.
All right, but he's
He
got
doesn't
two
get a
of
full
them.
attack this turn.
Well, he gets one with each. So there you go.
That'll teach you.
I think every time you say the word dragon, Gato should also bleed. I suffer from bleed.
Ow!
It's a bleed.
I-
Yeah, a little,
Ow.
You on?
I agree. I think that's a good
Matt, whose
idea.
team are you
sorry.
on?
Sorry, I must have been. I
You
must have been,
guys say it more than anyone. You'd be bleeding me to death.
must be succubus must be controlling me. Sorry, I would never say that.
Oh, don't get your dragon in a bunch.
Oh,
All right. So first attack, 43. Second attack, 44. Either of those hit.
Nope.
What is your AC right now?
Higher than that. Give me a second.
Not telling you.
What can I make
49.
convincing?
57.
It's 50 right now.
50. 50. All right. Well,
Oh,
we're
no, I
gonna
don't have
have
that spell. That's only 46. Sorry.
They would both hit.
46.
They would both hit Gato if you are interested.
Wait, 46 normally, but they were hasted, so it's 47.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So he takes a 5-foot step back, and you can hear him murmuring to himself, I could see this creature is going to be a problem for me. This horrible dragon will require a different strategy.
Gato yells from across the room, stop saying that.
Stop saying that. Step
All
into
right.
that silent spell.
All right. So he does that. Fletcher, you're up.
So they disappeared in front of me, but I assume everything I can see in the room, I can see in the room.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then I am going to charge at her.
There's an
I,
opening there.
yeah, that's well. Now, can you
Are you
fly?
flying?
He can fly.
Yeah, I'm flying.
He believes he can fly.
All right, so you're charging at her, and you're going to use pounce. You can just better leap across there, fly, and smash into her.
Hey,
Yeah,
Fletcher,
That's
what'd you
kind
leave
of what he
behind?
does.
I
Did you
think
fiddle a little, Fletcher? Why is there a little?
Oh, no. that's the silent coin.
Little Fletcher.
So now everybody in that is silent. Sorry, Lothar. All right. Let's hope this goes better this time.
That's what I
Okay.
say every day when I wake up there. Every Monday I say that thing. Let's hope it goes better this time.
That is a crit threat.
Oh, okay. Oh, but no crit.
Oh, 37 doesn't hit?
Well, it's a natural 1.
It's still.
But it's
I'm
just a
confirming
confirmation.
that one
On
doesn't
a
matter.
on a crit, it's just a number.
Survey says, no good. All right, that's
All
true.
right.
I thought we had ruled that natural 1s on that would be okay, but if it is the number, then I'll allow it. But it will be canon from now on.
Yep.
Are we
Works both
comfortable with
ways.
that? Are you comfortable with me getting a lot of natural 1s and still critting on you guys?
Sure, for
Yes, I will.
confirmations. Yeah.
For a
Frickin' do it.
confirmation,
All right.
yes.
So is that with first attack? That's with your sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so so the crit is that doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
Oh, geez, broken ribs. Target suffers max plus bonus and cannot heal naturally for 1d3 days. I
Oh,
don't think
nice.
that's
It
gonna matter.
doesn't matter.
Issue for her.
Max plus bonus. So what's your max dam on that?
Yeah, finding out right now.
All right, so
Max is
Her current hit point total.
40.
40. All right. Let's go ahead and take that off of there now. You
And then
hear her
bonus.
scream in agony as the crunching of her rib cage, and 35 more due to the regular damage for the bone dam. All right, so yeah, so you hit her with your sword, and you feel her rib cage sort of collapse on the inside. She starts out screaming, but then she starts going because you've pierced her lung in a couple of different places because of the crushed ribs.
I'm not dead. Now roll your 4 other attacks.
Yeah. Five more, Don.
He's
Oh,
hasted.
5 more.
5 other attacks.
All right, 51. That's a miss.
There's the
All right.
damage.
34 damage. All right.
Okay, third attack.
45, that's a hit. 33 damage, all right. Now, those are all sword hits. Now, this is the
Yes.
hand, right? The
No,
arm?
this is still the sword.
Still, you get 4 sword attacks?
Yeah. Well, 5 because I'm hasted.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, 31, which is close, but is still a hit. 34, all right.
Okay, last one.
30 is a miss.
Okay. Now the claw.
Okay.
Now the claw.
Is it
Come
the
on,
Iron Claw?
It's a hit. If you get, is it going to do more than 16 points of damage? I have a weird feeling that it is. All right, so it is between sword strikes and finally she bats away the last of your sword strikes. Her lung has collapsed. She's scored in 3 or 4 different places. She can't breathe. She's sucking wind from a chest wound and her crushed ribs. And you come out with the Glabrezu claw. Tell me what you do with it. What do you do with that claw?
Stab
That
her right
finishes-
between the eyes.
You just take the fingers and just poke them right into her eyes,
Yes.
and all right, like a bowling ball.
Does his best Three Stooges imitation.
Duck, duck.
She lets out a high keening sound and drops to the ground. Ferrado, you see this and you're just like, man, am I glad I hitched my wagon to this party with this guy in it.
Yeah.
And now
sure he's-
Is
everybody,
that a verb? No.
No, you're the only one that's struck
No,
her, so
that was a one shot, is what that was.
it was a one shot. Yeah. All right.
now
So,
everybody understands why the first thing Mike does is protect him from mental domination.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, no shit.
Yes.
I've made that a priority.
I don't need him rolling up to me going, "Hi, I'm Pleasure. I'll be your killer today."
It's like, I'm on your team. Doesn't really matter to me that much, you know. That kind of,
Not right now.
all right. Flash
Kind
Heart,
of a
you're
free
up.
agent.
All right, Flash Heart. All right, pretty boy. Let's dance again.
Would you like to touch my pectorals?
Yes, with radiance.
Ooh.
Radiance.
All right, are you doing a full attack on this guy?
Full attack. Full attack.
All right, here we go. Let the madness begin. All right, let's see
40, 31.
this thing. All right,
And
40
these
is
are
a
all-
hit. So
These
that
are all
will
a +1
it's not a
because of the
cool
haste.
effect. Well, now wait, is
No, no,
did
no.
we say that
it's in there,
Oh, is it?
and it
It's built
says if
in?
pasted, you got another swing in there too. So
well,
yeah.
but yeah, did Radiance is Radiance a keen weapon? Because that would have expanded it. Maybe it expanded it to 19 is what it was. All right, so 17. So that is a hit. 17 and 8 is 25. So let me just go ahead and deal with that.
I
So
think the third one to me misses, right?
all right, 31. 31 also a hit. So 18 physical, 6 holy. So that's another 24-age. Take that off. And then the 22 will miss. I'm sorry to say. If you are hasted, your
I am.
final swing, which you are, your final swing is a 36, which is a hit, for another 23 damage.
And then
So not bad, about 100 there.
Yeah. Go get him, man.
All right, chopping away. Do you want to move or anything? You can just stand there with Radiance singing the Ride of the Valkyries.
it might make prudent sense to maybe take a 5-foot step back at this point.
Okay.
I don't need a nipple twerking from this dude here.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna step back.
The purple nurple attack?
Yeah, I don't need a purple nurple from Fabio.
Does Storm have protection from evil on her?
Yep.
All of us.
Everybody does.
Everybody does.
All right, I don't
But
like
the
that.
monsters don't know that.
That's why Gato has to stand there. His end.
Okay. Well, it works on enchantments and charms, correct? Any mental
The mental
domination.
control ability.
Yeah.
It works on charms, doesn't it? Yeah, charm person. Fuck. It really sort of funkified the entire sort of deal.
Huh. It's almost like a plan.
Yeah, it's weird.
And again, they don't know
Almost
that.
like we
so-
thought about it in advance.
Surely we would not do that.
All right, so the succubus comes around. So Storm, you can see the succubus that was on the ground, and she's standing up. She goes to the creature, and she reaches around and gives him reaches around his disgusting belly and gives him a sort of kiss and says, "Get him, Steve." and gives him a profane gift.
You.
Not as good as mine.
Do they really
Ah.
have time to give him a handy right now?
That's a full round action, at
That's
least.
a
Yes.
full round
She
action.
gives him a reach around. That's at least a full
I
round.
assume
action.
6 seconds. Yeah, I mean, the demons are known to be one pump chumps, so it's
I assume if it's a profane gift, she must have her hair in dreadlocks, right? Yeah, like a nothing weird in a white when a blonde girl in dreadlocks there.
all right. She's got well, no, this is this one. The
Oh,
redhead.
hello.
Yeah, this is the redhead.
This is the one that got away, right?
Lothar's gal. All right, Lothar, you are up.
I want to take a 5-foot step or a 5-foot
Yep.
flight. Can I have
Yep.
my wings?
Oh, yep, sorry.
And then I'm
Right
going to cast Invisibility Purge.
Okay.
So everything
So,
within 30 feet or
Remember, 80 feet. Remember
80
when
feet.
your screen went green? So everything in this area is the
is no
invisibility.
longer invisible.
I
Yeah.
have to find out. Hold on, I gotta look at this because there's a question here. Hold on.
Okay.
If it's invisibility at will, they can do it, but it has to be on their turn again.
Actually, it says you surround yourself with a sphere of power with a radius of 5 feet per caster level.
Oh, and it
which-
lasts. Yeah, you're
that
right.
negates all forms of invisibility. Anything invisible becomes visible while in the area,
got it.
and it
Okay.
lasts 1 minute per level.
1 minute per
Yeah.
level. So, all right. My question. Well, I'm not going to go into what the question was, but so
Will Gato
ye-
still act like he's invisible the whole time? Just like he can't see me.
Uh-huh. He covers his eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't see you, you can't see me.
The
all
Buzz
right.
Lightyear beast.
So the invisibility purge goes off, and Lothar, I'm going to send you a quick message because you would feel this from the energies that you have dispensed.
Mhm.
Hold on 1 second while I sent this.
Excuse me while I send this out.
Okay. Okay. There you go.
Okay, hang on.
Gotcha. All right, but their invisibility is purged.
There.
Mhm.
Creeping up on us.
Right. And the same thing in this area, it doesn't work.
Right. No, they're visible. But it's well,
It's not a,
it's
yeah,
it's
it's
just
not
an odd thing.
right. I got you.
Cool. Anything else, Lothar? Move, spell, that it?
I did both.
Excuse me.
All right, round
I'm done.
4. Things are starting to get ugly as we go into round 4. Now it is the incubus's turn. He pulls a scimitar, and so to step out of the ice, he has to use double his space. So he uses 2 squares to get there. So that is not a 5-foot step, which means that he is
Single action.
Well, does he provoke from flash art? I don't think so.
No.
No, he
he
still
enters,
enters
not
5 feet.
Flash
but-
Art's got a 5-foot reach, so he doesn't provoke going
That's
into
what I'm
there.
thinking. Okay, so he's going to
Um,
attack you with his scimitar.
Just once, right?
A single attack, yeah, because of the because
Right,
of the
stairs
difficult terrain.
There wasn't a target opportunity for Ferrado.
for the mud.
lurking there?
No, Ferrado's 20 feet
Up in the
high
air.
up on the wall.
I'm way up there.
All right, here is a scimitar strike. 33 on flash art. Does that hit you?
No, so Flash Art looks down like this much.
So you're just bad as he staggers forward on ice. There's mud splattered on his chiseled physique. He takes a sort of a wand sort of strike at you, but you just bat it away with radiance. It's like, you're going to have to try harder there, Mr. Schwarzenegger. The other 2 are going to take the full round to remove the mud from their eyes. They are still slowed, but now they can see. They are not blinded. She's
Let the mud wrestling commence.
Shoot out their eyes, Ferrado.
And they're blinded again.
He's going to. What is he gonna do? All right, hold on. She's dead, but what is he gonna do? Boy, that's a curious question. So what a incubus might do when confronted with a gang of murderous ex-patrons.
Join them.
It depends on who.
wouldn't
It depends.
Along
Well,
with the other
it
demons.
really comes down to what he's more frightened of.
Yeah.
Is he frightened of if the possibility that it's like the possibility that they lose means he dies. The possibility that they win and he didn't show enough initiative would result that he dies. So
But what are the chances of them winning? From what he's seen recently.
that's a great point. He's
Just a side note,
leaving.
anybody who's been sucked into a timeshare pitch, this is how I imagine I want to get out. I want to like pull this blade and just start slicing my way out. No, I won't buy your condo.
I don't. We get so it's not even condos anymore. We get these things where it's like a free, it's like these cards that says you are invited to a free dinner on us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's for financial services support. Like, and I think it's because now I'm of a certain age where I get a lot of material from AARP, and I think it's associated with those guys. Like they buy the lists of who all is.
Right.
Reaching is closing in on retirement age in this region, and so I've been invited to probably a half dozen free dinners over the past 6 months easily.
Mr. Hostetler, that bourbon's not going to buy itself. How about a reverse mortgage for you? Like, get away from me.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the
It's
thing
worth
is,
it. It's Golden Corral. What do you want?
the thing is, if you have patience and you can say no matter what they say, you do get a free dinner.
Yeah, you get a free.
That's
dinner.
true. Yeah, I just what I'm not.
It costs
for
you
dinner,
an entire
so-
night of your entire night of your life, but you do get a free dinner.
I'm
if you
actually
ever-
willing
if you
to
ever
do
find
it and
yourself
can't
stuck in
say
that-
no, but Mindy, no.
If you ever find yourself stuck in this situation, just imagine this battle. How you just wanted to slice your way out past the succubi.
Yeah. All right. He bails. So these guys come off of initiative, and it is Gatto's turn.
Which
Gatto, what
one
the hell are you
bailed?
doing? Are you releasing another Archon?
Well, here's the deal. Bardos, right before Fletcher
wait.
moved him into a silence thing, said, hey, go watch Fletcher's flank. So I believe there's an invisible person there.
Not invisible anymore.
Well,
pardon?
give me a perception check
No, wait.
because you would see him.
I don't see anything.
Oh, is
You
that
have
the guy
popped
down
into
there?
Existence.
Yeah, you see him?
Okay, I expected him to be like here.
No,
Okay,
he's
hold
kind
on a
of
second.
moving out that door. It's a weird looking creature. He looks kind of amorphous more than anything.
Well, let's try this.
Is it?
Don, I'm a little bit lightheaded, so sorry for my lack of.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say I didn't know what Lothar did, so I didn't see anyone come visible. I was gonna yell something back to Bardos, but he couldn't hear me because he's invisible, and I was just gonna end up delaying.
Oh no, he's
But-
silenced.
Yeah.
Silence, yeah. He couldn't hear me because of that. But since this guy does pop in, I can see him. I'm moving up. I am striking once. So let me do that. Elven Blade, but it's no sneak attack and it's no flanking or anything like that. It's kind of
Okay.
just 28 to hit.
All right, 28 to hit. So yeah, so your sword, gleaming with demonic energy, hits this creature and passes completely through. As your sword goes through, you're not sure that it took any damage. You didn't feel any resistance or anything like that, almost as if it was an ethereal creature. But it does sort of discombobulate. So when your sword passes through it, it's like it passes. It's like sort of, you ever see like cigarette smoke sort of in the air, and you push your hand through it and just kind of goes to the
Right.
different places. It does that kind of thing. So it sort of discombobulates. But then you see, after your sword passes through, and you're like, "Haha, I took care of that." You see the disparate parts come to kind of reknit back together, and within seconds, it has reformed into that same sort of weird shape that it is.
Hey, since I didn't put the hidden thing in front there, no, this is for you, because if it is, then it's still invisible.
It is not.
Okay,
I checked this.
okay.
Okay, so I came up, stabbed it. It doesn't seem to really do anything. It
Well,
dissipated and came
Your
back.
sword passes through it, dissipates the creature, and then in a couple of seconds it sort of recombobulates itself and forms into a creature again.
Okay, and I go back. I have
All
spring
right.
attack.
I know. All right, Bartos, you saw this whole thing, as did the Archon.
I don't know that I got anything. Huh. I don't think I got anything that'll affect them.
We even know what it is?
It's not well. So,
No,
you
not
guys have
really.
fought ethereal creatures before, and unless you have Ghost Touch, basically, your
50-50.
weapons pass right through them. But this thing, your weapon, so Gatto's weapon passed through it, but it did have an effect on it. So it must not, to your eyes, Bartos, it is not ethereal. It is on this physical plane. It's just something other than,
solid.
it's not physical.
Can I do a knowledge arcana to try to
Sure.
figure out
Blowing on it.
Okay.
what?
See that?
Yeah, so I'll tell everybody that's telepathic. I think this might be a unseen servant.
Okay.
Well, that might be something who's carrying off something we want, maybe. So don't let it get anywhere.
Doesn't look like it has anything. I mean, you guys can see it because of the invisibility purge, but
Right.
they're non-combatants.
Yeah.
Wondering why it would be in this battle.
Good thing you told me that. Ildar was about to freak out and run out of the room. Making Daffy Duck noises.
Whoop, 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 whoopee. All right. Bartos, it's your turn. The knowledge check is nothing, so you still have that. You're still in the silence though, too, because Fletcher doesn't understand to stay away from his own mages when he's on the attack.
That's not really at the forefront of his mind.
He's
not really
what's the word I'm looking for? Impetuous? He's a bit impetuous.
I'm gonna lean the Archon against the wall and then go help Gatto with the other one.
Okay.
I'll lean him against the wall. Poor guy.
All right.
He's probably stronger than me the way he is.
Well, Archons are pretty tough. But these guys have been abused a lot, and publicly so. So, all right. So you're just gonna go over to Gatto. Gatto hasn't opened that.
I have not.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Next round.
All right. Let me take a look and see if there's something cool I want to do.
And I'm sorry, I missed it. Did you roll a high enough knowledge check to have any idea what this thing is?
Yeah, I think it's an unseen servant.
Okay. Did you communicate that to anybody?
Yeah,
I did.
He said it telepathically to those people he's connected with.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. I gotta do something here.
Guess I got a spell I can do less. I'll just throw a sonic energy attack on Fletcher, give him a little more damage in case we run up into anything really bad.
Okay.
That's what it needs.
And Flashheart's like, what? Come on.
More damage
It's a
or
Cuisinart.
extra
I don't think
attack.
Fletcher's doing enough damage. Let's give him more.
Yeah. I think the pink mist is too solidified. I want to go
Yeah.
break down the individual molecules.
We want not this like solid stream. We want like a mist, an actual mist.
So
Kill
that's
everything in this timeline.
an extra 46 sonic damage with your sword, Dan. Well, a d6 for every hit.
Nice.
Sonic damage. Okay.
Given that would that even work? Actually, thinking about it, and if he's silenced. That's odd.
Yeah, it would work. Because you're doing the spell on him. He can't say anything, but you can enact the spell. It's not an anti-magic shield. It's just a silence.
But would the silence keep the sonic from going off?
Well, no. In this case, it would. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't interfere with that because
it would still be the waves,
the vibrations of the sonic.
The vibration, yeah.
Yeah. Sadly. All right. Bardos and Gatto, I'm going to need some reflex saves from you because underneath your feet, suddenly the floor is covered with grease. And you can't see jack shit in that yellow. Oh, yeah, you could. Hold on.
You
All right, you
can't
see
do
the
that
yellow
to us.
square?
We can
Yeah.
only use that on you.
Yeah, put it at the
That's
bottom.
not fair.
All right.
Nice
The floor
roll.
there is covered in grease. So I need you guys to make a reflex save or
They
fall.
did. They
I was gonna
did.
say Gatto could like.
So I don't fall.
All right, Gatto, what would Gatto roll a 41, 34? That might not be enough. Hold on a second. No, it's
pool,
enough. You
man.
guys are still on your feet, but the grease covers the floor, and you guys are slippery. So in this case, the grease spell failure means creatures that okay, so all right. So a creature can walk within or through an area of grease at half normal speed with a DC 10 acrobatics check, or you can fall if you make your save. So moving out of the grease means that you guys have to make an acrobatics check and half speed.
Can I do a perception to see where this came from, or is it possible to see?
It's the range on a grease spell is quite distant, so it could be anywhere within.
Do you have to see it to cast grease on it?
No, well, you have to be familiar. Well, yeah, I suppose you have to be able to see it, so it has to be within sight.
So it has to be one of these creatures that we can see that did it.
Well, there could be some downstairs that we're not seeing that could see us looking up.
That could be as well.
Dirty pool, old man. You can't use our tricks against us.
Yeah.
All right, that's that one. Ferrado, you're up.
I've got some arrows for the dirty girls.
You saw it, Mike, right?
I'm going to focus on this girl first.
Yeah.
The
Oh, I
closest
figured you
one,
could,
the one
like,
that's in the
sail?
ice.
The mud.
And,
yeah.
like,
Is
Okay.
that
Still like
ice on top of
double
the mud?
your
The
triple
circle.
what you needed.
Oh, shoot, hold on a second.
Ice was added to the mud.
So yeah, I mean, so the 5-foot
Okay.
radius square, that's the results of your ice storm. That's difficult terrain because it's slippery. Then you
Oh,
hit them with
from way
mud,
back.
which was
Oh,
on their
God.
bodies. Yeah,
What a mess.
I know. You've really sort of messed up that stairwell.
Okay, so I'll still go for her first.
All right, the closest one.
Yeah, and sorry, Don, I don't have a macro, so bear with me. One.
So yeah, you got that. All right, 40's a hit.
Okay, so that's a double.
Okay. 36 is also a hit.
That's 3,
45's a hit.
4, and then we gotta crank it down.
And you are hasted.
Yeah, I got that extra attack in
32 is a hit, but just barely. That one ricochets off. It's a lucky hit.
there. 5. Let's see how lucky this one can be. Woo!
Yeah, it's a hit too.
6.
So
Wow.
6 arrows.
I actually intended to do just a couple for her and a couple for the other one. I don't have any idea of damage. I don't know, this just might be overkill. But since I spent them all
No,
on
these
her,
things are really tough.
okay,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah, as succubus, they're not your average succubi.
No.
we'll just riddle her with arrows then. So
Okay.
Make her a
This is
portrait.
the, this is the end of Scarface.
2, 6, 12.
That's her. Another one like that.
And she's giving you that look too.
Yeah. And then she's going.
This can't be right. Ooh,
Probably is.
It might be. You've been known to put the hurt on people.
okay. Well, this might be a fun big number. This is an amazing bow. Not quite worth the loss of Otto, but still enough.
Fletcher senses the damage you're doing and turns and looks at you with new admiration.
Otto. What? What? Oh, you'd use D20s.
They're to use D20s.
I've got 12 of them. It's 2. Oh, D6. I'm so sorry.
I like that number.
It's
Yeah.
okay. Damn. How about that, though? I'm still happy with that.
All right.
Yeah, Fletcher was feeling
170.
really
Is this
inadequate.
really
But
plus
boy.
132?
Yeah, because I've got plus 22 on each of them.
6
2d6
times
plus 22.
22. Yeah, she's right. She's right. All right. Well, that is weirdly, more hit points than it has. So it
Weirdly.
goes flying backwards of the impacts of these arrows from above. So it is shot downward. She just collapses on the stairway. She's thrown backwards and actually falls a little bit because of the ice under her. She falls, and now she's sprawled out on the stairway, festooned with arrows like a pincushion. And this other one is just like, what the actual fuck?
That would be my reaction.
All right.
boy.
All right. So that is her. That's it for you. Well, you.
That's enough. That is
okay.
enough.
That is enough. Illendar, you're up.
So you said this is an unseen servant right here?
That's what Bartos thinks.
Let's go give me a turkey pot pie.
Okay. It does not. It approaches you though. It sort of like looks and approaches you, and it looks like it's studying you.
Okay, as long as it just studies. Storm is so Illindar's still not going to do anything. Storm, however, is going to try again
On that guy.
on the big guy, on Steve.
On Steve. Get him, Steve.
Oh, Steve. No, I prefer to Steve from the Multiplicity movie.
I don't know that I've seen that.
You haven't?
I don't think I have actually.
It's great.
Is it good?
Michael
Okay.
Keaton.
All right.
Is that the Michael Keaton
All
movie?
right. Hold on.
Oh
Let me-
yeah, it is the Michael Keaton one.
So 39. Like so, all these are at +1.
All right. What is your lowest?
The lowest is a 34,
30. I see 33 on the final wing buffet,
which is a 34.
which is 34. All right. So all of those are going to hit. What is your damage? And you hear this succubus, Steve, no! As all this damage gets wiped on him. But he's got a fair amount of hit points. So, I mean, he's not done yet.
That's a pretty crappy. I'm assuming a 34 doesn't get past his CMD.
No. CMD wise, no, he's fine. You don't
Okay.
trip him.
So,
I mean, I'll double check, but
right. So 39.
oh yeah, no, he's fine.
So 39 plus.
all right. Okay.
37
Got it.
plus 35
Okay.
plus 22
Okay.
plus 25.
25. And did you get another attack in there for the
I
haste?
get one more attack if I need it.
You'll need it.
Okay. So then
You probably need more than it. I don't think it will kill him, but 36 is 42.
yep.
Okay. All right, 16, 21, 23, 28,
I'm getting crap rolls for my trip attempts.
30, 36, 9, 12,
Oh, hang on,
14.
hang on.
16. I have
And I'm
14.
adding a little bit more to that.
You can't just add stuff onto it.
Oh, I can't.
What's that?
And that because
Oh,
the spell that Verado put on him that gives him the bigger bite damage,
okay.
those are the extra
Oh,
damage for the 2 more bite, for the
Okay.
larger bites.
Okay. And how much was that? 23? All right. So 223 is what I got for
Yep.
you.
Yep, that's what I got.
That's
Doesn't
what I
kill
got as
him.
well.
It does not. Wow.
Right. It
It
gives him-
almost does.
it gives him
It's
decent
close.
spots.
He's got a fair amount of hit points, but it did not kill him.
We're all done. So
I can tell you how many hit points he had. 251.
so
All right. Okay, that's it for him. So now it's his turn, and now he is going to actually do what he wanted to do the first time, which was the full attack
Full
with his
attack.
swords. And I don't want to hear any of your flippin' complaints.
we didn't complain last time. Don just told you how the rules worked.
I consider that to be a complaint. So, and a fairly egregious one too. I think we've all played long enough with each other to know that, in large part, I don't really care much about the.
I'm the DM. This is my rules.
I find
You
that to be
could have just said he had quick draw.
guidelines, really. That
Yeah,
kind of
is
thing.
it your Captain Balboa? They're more of a guideline than a rule.
So the problem is with my not caring about the rules is like as Don pointed out, you could just said that they had quick draw, which if I'd have thought of that, I would have, but
Well, I thought
You
about
don't
that.
care
I
enough to
wasn't
read the
saying-
rules.
my problem is not only do I not care about Oris, but I really don't know him that well either. So it's just it sort of evens out in the end. All right, he's got 2 of these short swords. He has multiple attacks with each, with declining things. So I'm going to in a full attack. He also tries to bite the guy too. So we'll do that at the end. All right. So the first attacks with the swords are 2 of these. 40 and 35. Those are both going to miss, correct? Second, 37,
40
25.
hits now, doesn't it?
Did 40 hit him? Does
No,
40
he's
hit?
natural 20s.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's get some of those then. Come on. Deuces. And then a natural twinzo. Okay. All right. So he goes back. He is not happy about that. And he lets and you hear him say, "Well, darling, I suspect that I may have a problem here. I suspect also that it is time for me to leave." And
Don't worry, it happens to all men.
he disappears. Storm through Ilandar's eyes is probably a teleport at will kind of sort of thing.
That demon.
But he does that. He gone. He apologizes first to the girl. The redheaded girl is a bit like, if he's leaving, fuck this. I'm out
Well,
too.
good.
But, all right, Fletcher, it's your turn.
Okay, I don't have anybody I can charge. I have no targets.
Lothar's
So you
there.
can see, no,
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
go
straight
get-
shot at Lothar. He'll never see it coming.
Yeah, he's always so smug and superior
Well,
about
what's
how
this?
he has to be good and all that kind of thing.
Did we ever?
That's the unseen servant, right?
it's unseen servant.
Oh,
Well, that's what
an
Bardos thinks. Yeah.
Well, you said there was an unseen servant over here.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Okay. So I didn't know because I think I went to get a drink. So this is also thought to be an unseen servant.
That is correct.
And
That's
Otto
actually
attacked it and it did nothing.
Okay.
It's studied. I don't think unseen servants typically study things.
The one that Gatto attacked didn't do anything. The one that Ilandar is nearby, it's sort of like studied him. It's sort of like it was obviously that Ilandar it is looking at you. But it hasn't done anything like attack or anything like that. And you're
Or
not
get
sure
it
if it is
high.
it didn't get you a pot pie either. So maybe it's not your unseen servant. Or pot
I
pies are
guarantee
simply
it's
unavailable
not.
here.
I figured it's worth a shot.
But yes,
Yeah.
to your eyes, yeah, you do not see any other attacking creatures. Well, yeah, no, you wouldn't
I
see
know
her.
there's a
Hear
fight by the
combat.
stairs, though.
You hear combat on the stairs, but you can't see it. From
Yeah.
You can't
So
see
I think
from where you are.
I can't charge, but that's where I'd head.
Okay.
I'd go under Ferrado.
Okay.
And when I get here,
You will
can
actually
attack.
see, you can see Flashheart fighting this peck guy here, and then there's another succubus covered in mud, and she's just moved the mud away from her eyes, and she looks up and
And then
sees
she
you.
sees a Fletcher.
And this is what she's like, "Oh no,
And then she smears the mud back over her eyes.
take me back!"
all right. So he's going to attack the incubus that's on Flashheart. Then
Flash.
one attack.
Uh-oh, somebody's trying to get their verm on.
46. That is a hit.
So this is the base damage, and then what is the Sonic, Gordon?
D6.
D6 for each sword hit.
46 per
No,
hit.
no, one
No,
D6 for each.
1d6.
Okay. So another 2.
2 more.
So 36. So Flashheart, once again, Fletcher has shown up trying to steal a righteous kill from Radiance. So obviously you're irked. But it is your turn, so maybe you will have the chance to finish this thing off
Much
before
goody two-shoes,
before
but
Fletcher eats it.
It's team effort. Yeah, like I saw you trying to get a verm off me. No, wait, I rolled
Didn't
the
work.
wrong dice. Don't ignore that die. Ignore that die.
It's a Don macro. It hasn't even rolled
Ignore
yet.
that
So.
die. All right.
They're lovely macros, Don.
They are lovely macros.
Very lengthy, lovely macros.
like War and Peace. All right, here we
Dostoevsky
go.
macros.
Ignore the
Yeah.
first one, go to the second one.
All right, so 32 is a hit. 35 is a hit. 22 is a miss. 35 is a hit. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's talk about that. So 36 points on the first one. Let's take that off. Boom. Uh-oh. We're in trouble here. The second one, 19. Oh shit.
That's right.
He has 2 hit points remaining for the third hit, which causes 27 points, double with extra holy damage, and he falls backwards, scimitar clattering on the ground, and he slides down the stairway as he falls backwards from Flashheart's attack. Radiance is singing her song that she always sings, the beautiful song that that Radiance sings as she fights and destroys demons.
We're gonna play it. Sympathy for the Devil. Or we're gonna play. Oh, there you go.
Ride of the Valkyries.
All right. After her friend, after Steve leaves, his friend is not even remotely interested in fighting Storm, so she teleports as well.
What about Stair Girl? She's still there? Evil Disney princess on the stairs.
She's still there because it hasn't come around to her turn yet. All right, round 5. We're in.
Did you skip me?
Did I? Oh, sorry, I did. Sorry, Lothar, it's Europe.
So, question for the group. I have telepathic bond.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a clerical dick do you want me to be?
Is that a rhetorical
I didn't
question?
know you were capable of being any other kind.
Because I can do dimensional anchor and make it so she can't run away. But that's pointless.
Do we
because
need to? No, I
No.
said dimensional
No.
anchor. Save
Okay,
that
so-
Save
for
that.
the chick
So
that
you
we're
don't
going
want me
next.
to be a clerical dick. And
Not right
I've,
now.
I've noted Gatto's smart ass answer. So
So don't
I
be a
will-
clerical dick yet.
how many are any of us hurt?
Hold your clerical dick for now.
Ilindar is, but
Who is?
Ilindar, but just it's not. I wouldn't worry about it.
Because but I could move fairly. Well, not that much. Yeah, and that's still green. I could-
Just wait around. I'll come over there and then we can gather up. We've only got one combatant left, and I
Okay.
guarantee she's not going to stick around.
Then I'm going to.
She's
gonna
already
move.
got her brown pants on.
But she's also comes next after the end of the round. So she's after Lothar, essentially.
Yeah, so I'm gonna not act. I'm not gonna delay. I'm just not gonna act.
He's done, is what he means.
I'm gonna survey the thing. All my people are up. Everything looks fine. We need to group up to go through the door. I'm done.
Okay. Round 5, as she goes in, she does exactly what you guys expect her to and disappears. She's gone. She's getting out of there. And at that point, we are largely out of combatants. So we're gonna fall out of initiative at this point.
What do these unseen servants do? They just sit there and watch us?
Kind of, sort
I
of.
can tell you what they're not doing.
What's that?
They're
Getting
not
him
getting
a
Bye.
pot
Bye.
So yeah, after a few moments, they will actually emerge, and here, I'm going to get these out of the way here. The invisibility purge is going to last for several minutes, so they do kind of go over, and they will sort of like hover around, right? Then this one is following Ilindar, and kind of keeps pace with them. So they are kind of meandering around. You're not sure what the purpose of that is, but it can be disconcerting, these creatures, especially with the invisibility purge on, which means that all of you are getting a view of what an unseen servant looks like. And they're not great. I mean, they are sort of man-shaped, but they're almost like very ghostly. The thing the icon I've used looks like this.
What is their main purpose? I thought I was thinking like a big graspy hand thing. What are unseen servants for?
They're meant to do menial, low impact jobs for like mages.
Right. They are, and they, occasionally they will touch you. They don't try and steal anything or anything like that, but they will bump into you, which is kind of unnerving. And they're just wandering around.
So are they doing something nefarious, or is this just somebody's kink we've wandered into?
Well,
You know
I
what I
think they're
want? I want
gathering
a room full of
information.
unseen servants,
Yeah,
a
that's
bag
my
of
guess.
Jello, and
I
two
think,
beholders'
yeah.
eyeballs.
Les,
yeah.
I unlock this door, move over, unlock this one.
Okay, so you're gonna release both of the Hound Archons, who
Yeah.
are
You want rolls?
no, I usually would have got them. They're not the locks on these are not massively sophisticated. Hound Archons, generally speaking, do not have the sort of nefarious skills that a
Lock
caravan
picking
guard might
skills.
accumulate. Like undoing locks and stealing magic items from the rest of his party. Beyond that, they are very appreciative and that kind of stuff. And from your guys' point of view, as sort of there's a certain quiet in the building, in that you don't hear anybody. I mean, there was when you guys first came in, right, into this main area
There's a
downstairs.
party going on downstairs.
There was a party going on, right? There were people. There was all that's quiet now, and your guess is that the party goers have either died or left. The party favors attacked and were rebuffed and left or died. And that's largely the entirety. I mean, your guess is that there are still probably several of those giants outside, but they wouldn't necessarily have heard what was going on in here.
We probably have to pop these doors open and see what's in each of these doors, rooms.
Yeah.
All the doors are open.
Well,
except
except
for
for
the
that
one set of double doors.
Okay, I just want to remind everyone, avoid her gaze and don't believe her lies.
The silence coin has it deactivated?
Not yet, but that's up to Lothar can deactivate.
He
it
can
if he
just
wants.
dispel it. Yeah, disable it.
Yeah. I can if you don't want it anymore.
Well, he has no way of telling you that.
Yeah.
Are you not on the telepathic bond?
I'm not.
He is
don't
not.
think Fletcher
Okay.
is. Yeah, he's making
So
a lot of
he's not
rude
going to do anything
gestures
unless
at
you
you.
turn it off. He's going to carry
Well,
it. He
I mean,
doesn't
it's a
care.
coin, Fletcher. You can just throw it in the pool.
I know, but he doesn't like magic, and he kind of thinks it's cool that nobody can cast anything when they're near him.
Yeah.
So he's all right.
So you're just going to hold on to that thing and bother people with it.
Yep. So
All right.
Flash Art can't heal, whatever.
I'm okay with it.
Go with your strengths, I always say. All right. So yeah, we sort of fall out of initiative. You're the only door that's not open. I mean, you guys can take a moment and peer into all these individual rooms, the 7 individual rooms, and they're largely what you might expect from a demonic brothel. Large sort of cushiony beds and couches and things like that. Trays with sort of unidentifiable snacks and wine and things of that nature. Occasional hookah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would have expected much more S&M stuff. Anyway, let's go, guys.
You guys ready for the next room?
Yeah.
Get ready to fly in there because you got that grease right in front.
Yeah.
So if everyone's ready and gets them where they want to be, I will open the door.
All right. Hold on a second.
We'll
All
need
right.
Fletcher and Flash Art over closer.
Ooh, what did I just do? Okay. All right. Don, I'm going to send you a message. Well, don't go anywhere yet.
Okay.
I
have not seen this message.
I haven't sent it yet.
I saw it.
Unseen message.
Yeah.
Being carried by
It's
one
not
of
as
the unseen
popular as the
servants.
unseen servant, but
Follow me, I'm invisible.
Currently, they're in an invisibility purge, so they're just servants.
Yeah.
Because we can all see them.
Yeah.
They're seen servants now.
Yeah, seen servants.
If I close my eyes, I won't see anything, right?
You see it?
Yeah. Do I have time to react?
Not really. Because
Incoming!
boom.
Oh, the
So as Gato opened the door, he opened the doors, and floating there, sort of in front of the doors, was a small, sparking, wavering ball of flame,
Incendiary bomb.
which immediately exploded. Everybody who's in that area is hit by a fireball, a delayed
there behind
blast
the wall?
fireball.
Like
It was behind the
Bartos and-
door.
Yeah,
It
he-
was
the
key.
Bartos and the dog were behind the wall. Was that still get him?
Hey, Gordon,
Yeah, anything in that ring.
remember Bardo is in Storm's area, so he gets a +2 on top of everything else he gets.
And you have protection from fire.
Yeah, I forgot what thing.
Yeah, I don't even know that it's gonna matter with that.
That was
Well,
one of
it'll
those. I didn't
matter
see how
'cause you-
big the room is. I
you
said
get to
cast
take-
fireball.
20 points off the damage.
Oh, that's what I meant. It was, I didn't know that it would, that I would have to worry about damage with that. But I don't know how
You
much damage.
might. It's a pretty big boom. All right, here is the damage. 50 points. All right, so I think you get saves on this.
Yeah, you get
Uh,
saves just like a
so-
regular fireball.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
Hold on, I gotta check. DC is 23. What did all right?
Oh, missed it by 1.
What's the roll? Oh, Barnes. Okay, so
Actually, if we got over there quick enough, you still are affected by haste, which adds 1 to it.
Yeah, I got it on there. I had
Right.
haste.
What'd you roll?
22.
22. Okay. Oh, that's close. Yeah. So yeah, 50 points minus your resistance, which I believe is 20.
Plus,
Plus,
I got
uh,
stone.
Stone skin.
That
So
is,
stone skin doesn't count. It's not
does-
physical damage.
yeah, it's not physical damage.
It's energy damage.
So
Yeah.
you take 30 points. Don, what'd you roll?
Oh, I made it. 37, half damage. If
You
I
could be
fail
sleepy
even,
and still make
I
it.
have none.
You have evasion.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you think, but let's hold on. I gotta roll
I
for the
I yell
Archon.
incoming, duck out of the way somehow and avoid it.
Did my father was or my mother was fire on her grandmother's side.
All right, hold on a second.
I'm just nimble.
Gotta do this here. Reef. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick.
Swallow 2 tiny elementals every day to build up your immunity.
Build up your.
Ooh, okay. So, all right. So the blast knocks the Hound Archon backwards, and he stumbles to the ground as it sort of departs. Let me get rid of this. You can
Sure, the
see
Hound
that he
Archon's like-
he stumbles backwards, scorched. His muzzle is scorched, and he falls down hard onto the floor.
He's dead? Well, he's dead, but he's an outsider, so he'll return to his realm, right?
Depends on how he was brought here.
How he got
If
there.
he was summoned to
Yeah.
his mess.
You can see that he is lying there. His flames.
It's unlikely
smoking.
it's unlikely he was summoned if he's been here this long.
Yeah.
These 2 other Hound Archons look over, and you can see that they're still, they were shocked at the delayed blast fireball that went off, but you could see that they're like, oh, they've taken another one of us. May you rest. May your rest be worthy, my good friend, who remains nameless.
We'll say it's Spot or Sparky or something.
All right, Gato, as you peer in through your remarkably unscorched body, you see a couple of things. One, it looks like a sort of working office in that there's some papers sort of scattered around over here on the floor. There's no desk or anything. There's a couple of like pillows and things like that, but there's some papers scattered around over the floor. Over here is, you could see through the edge, is it like one of those gibbets which is laying on the floor and it's open. And
Yeah.
over here you can see
Is it
something
dead?
else. Yeah, is a Hound Archon which has been, to your eyes, methodically dissected. There's a lot of blood scattered about. As you can see, it's obviously the Hound Archon's blood. And the only other thing in the room is a large mirror, which is over against the wall.
It's a millennial's office. Bean bags and an apple.
Yeah.
Let me go top off my whiskey while you guys figure out what you want to do.
Okay. I'll walk in and check the mirror out if Bardos wants to follow and see if it's magical, which I'm sure it probably is.
Yeah, I've got that on all the time, so I can see anything in here that's magical.
Well, look in right now then and see if it's magical before I even go in. And like I said, I'm sure it is, but
Les, is there anything magical in the room?
he stepped away for a second.
I'm here.
He's
All right.
back.
So, yeah, there's a fair. I mean, ultimately, there's a bit of nascent magic coming off of the doors, right? So you can detect that there was, the whatever the arcane wards and guards were put on the door. There's still some legacy magic that's bleeding out from them. The mirror radiates some magic. In fact, if you look at it,
The mirror's on which wall?
the mirror, you can see it. It's right over here.
Oh, it's right here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops, sorry, it moved. I just moved the mirror. But yeah, there are some magic coming off of the mirror.
I go to the side. I'm not looking in the mirror yet. I'm going to check for traps.
All right, hold on a sec. All right, go for it. Go ahead and roll. Did you roll?
So 34 if there's a trap.
34 for traps. So you're looking for physical traps on the mirror?
Physical or magic. I can detect magic traps also, and I have a chance of negating them.
Okay. There is
something there, huh?
There's something there. It's not a trap. But there is some danger here.
Okay, I'll yell that to everyone else that can hear me. The only thing of interest in here right now is this mirror that is dangerous.
There's a danger associated with it. You're not quite sure what though.
Yeah, I haven't said anything, so
you're not sure if it's the mirror, something in the mirror. You don't know.
that's why I kind of approached it from the side.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, what do you want to do?
Can I do a knowledge arcana on the mirror?
Sure. All right, so that mirror you get the impression it has been used quite a bit for scrying. And may have been, you mentioned earlier that you felt that it was likely that you guys had been being scryed throughout the entirety of your time here. It could be that this is the mirror that was used as the conduit through which the scry spells were being cast. It has all, to your eyes, Bardos, it has all the qualities of being a perfect scrying device for that kind of thing. The problem is, from your point of view, is it's big. It's not like you can loot this thing. It's a big sort of standing mirror. Probably to your eyes weighs at least 100 pounds. Metal framed. It's large, full length kind of mirror. That kind of stuff. You also know that in certain cases, spells can be cast into mirrors that are used for scrying, right? The obvious one is like scrying with clairvoyance, clairaudience, that kind of thing, where you're able to cast spells through the mirror. It's possible that this mirror has had that done to it in some way. That might be the danger that Gatto is sensing. Perhaps there is a ward inside the mirror that is waiting to take advantage, or some sort of. I mean, you guys just came through a time bomb that was set on the opening door. It would not be out of character for a trap to be, or some sort of spell to be embedded in the mirror to try and hurt you.
Is it too big to put in the portable hole?
Yeah, that portable hole's pretty good size.
It's pretty good size, but you've got a bunch of other stuff in there.
It's 6 foot by 10.
Yeah, but don't you have a whole lab in there?
Yes, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah, I don't know that it's a pretty big mirror. I mean, maybe it'd be awfully tight in there, though. The problem with this, from your eyes, Bardos, is even in the event that you could get it into your lab portable hole, which you probably, your guess is you probably can. It it might not require a person to stare directly in the mirror to set off or enact whatever spell might be ensorceling this thing. You might just need to be proxemic to it. Now, Gato is standing next to it, but he's not in front of it. So maybe that, I mean, there's a lot of tricky bits that could be associated with a mirror like this.
Is it something that can be set off and then it's spent, or is this something that resets itself and keeps attacking?
No.
It keeps going off.
Bardos,
I mean,
if you ask Bardos, it could be either or both.
It could be somebody just looking at it from somewhere else.
I'm just saying, if
go
we
through it.
set it off, is it safe at that point, or is it still dangerous?
I think it would still be dangerous.
So it can keep doing it multiple times.
I
We
would
don't
think
know.
Is that right, Les? I think.
Yeah,
I think
it could
so.
still be dangerous.
Okay.
Could be multiple spells embedded in it.
Anybody want to search for secret doors? Maybe somewhere else. Somebody probably just teleported out of here. But
Yeah, that's my guess.
I'll look for secret doors around the room.
Okay. Give me a roll.
It's perception again. $25.
25. You do not find any secret doors around there. Oh, yep, sorry.
So guys, I'll do whatever you guys want, but
It's quiet. It's too quiet.
Mhm.
you want me to break the mirror?
Yeah, if we can't use it, and I wouldn't do it from close if it's that dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I just have someone stand outside and use a bow and shoot it.
at this point, there's nothing in that room, right? Except for the mirror.
Mirror, a few papers scattered about on the ground with some cushions and things like that, and a dead hound archon that has been methodically dissected.
Yeah.
Brino put an arrow in it, if that's what you want.
So do the papers tell us anything?
They're written in Abyssal, but basically, those of you who can read Abyssal, it's largely partially invitations to what look to be demonic names and addresses within the city of Iz. Others are bills, right? So this like for services rendered, and sometimes Lothar, you can read Abyssal, correct?
Correct.
Sometimes these services rendered and the prices are horrifying, but it is in cases it's invitations and bills for the most part.
Yeah. So none of that, sorry, gets us closer to the Nihadrian chisel, which is what we're after.
Mm.
So
Does the chisel radiate magic?
It does indeed.
Well, of
Strong
course.
magic. But you're
I was
not
about
getting
to
that
s-
in this room.
I was
And I
about to
mean-
search this body just to make sure that it wasn't just plainly hid in the body or anything like that, but it's not.
And I mean,
Okay.
Bardos can see magic at will. Anything that's magical in here, he sees. And the
Mirror's
only,
magic.
yeah, the only thing he sees is the mirror.
Right.
So it was used for scrying, but arcane magic is not my specialty. But if there is the arcane magic something that the chisels could be hidden in, and if we destroy it, then we risk losing the opportunity to get the chisel.
Yeah.
Or
Would he
if
have
the-
left it behind though?
No.
No, probably not. But we don't know if this mirror is also how that person escaped here.
Or a portal, maybe. Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be.
Maybe they
able to-
teleported at will. Maybe they portaled out. I mean, I don't know, but our mission at this point is still to get the chisel. And it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that in the current setup.
I suggest we leave the mirror right now. Bardos, I think you should step in each of the other rooms just to see if there's anything magical in them. I'd hate to just miss it because we didn't look.
Okay, I'll do that.
Hold on a second. Boros, I'm sending you
other
a
rooms.
message. Okay, hold on.
So the
Bartos?
mirrors, the divination, conjuration, and enchantment. Divination.
Conjuration and enchantment on the mirror.
Conjuration, wouldn't that be a teleport?
Yeah.
Could be, try
Oh,
it. I'm gonna take a, let's take a stone or something. Yeah, or take a, yeah, that'd probably be better. Yeah, I was gonna throw a stone, but yeah, let's do that. That's good.
You're gonna destroy the mirror?
No,
See if we can go through it.
That makes much more sense.
What are you using? What are you tossing at it?
no. We're just gonna see if something can go through it.
I'm gonna summon a creature.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna summon something in. Okay.
Why not throw something that's not hard so that you don't break it if it doesn't go through?
Right. That's why I don't want to throw something at it.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are you summoning?
Just a small earth elemental.
Okay. How many hit points?
Like 16.
All right. 1 second. All right, you summon an earth elemental, small, right?
Yeah.
I gotta check something. Hold on a sec. And you are controlling it. I'm gonna go ahead and set that. All right, the earth elemental. 1 second. Materializes in front of you. And I'm assuming Ilindar, you're where? You're at the door or nearby?
Close, but yeah.
Okay. I gotta check one thing.
Actually, let me find something else that's actually from this plane and or from
You don't want the elemental?
you can leave the thing up. We'll just use it.
What thing?
The
The-
icon.
The
Oh, the icon?
elemental.
Okay.
You
Yes,
leave
leave
the
it.
elemental icon, but you summon that something else actually.
But I'm
All
gonna
right.
bring in
Yes.
I'm just looking through the list.
Okay.
Raccoon.
Well,
I want to bring an 8.
An ape. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is an ape. And apes are quite a bit bigger, right?
Well,
How many hit points?
Medium size.
it'd be medium.
Okay.
Hit points would be 19.
19. Okay. All right.
And actually, I'm bringing like several of them in, but one of them I'll just say,
Several apes.
yeah, just because it's a lower level thing. So I get
Okay.
like
1 to 3 plus 1.
Yeah. So at least 2 of them.
Oh,
But then I'll just have one of them. I'll just tell it to try and walk through that mirror.
all right. Hold on.
So it'll walk up. It'll approach the front of it.
All right. How many do you have? Or does it matter?
I'm just using for this, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. So here's your ape. And you
Yep.
tell him, walk up to it and try
Walk up
to
to it
step through
And try
the
to
mirror.
300 and try to step through it.
All right. So it goes up to here and you see it stop. And it's like, and something happens. Let's check something real quick here. Just have to check on its, okay. Let me roll. What did I roll? Oh, brilliant. Okay. All right. So the ape stands there and it's like, it's making sort of like, kind of,
Ape noises.
ape noises. Yeah. And, eventually it doesn't go through. It sort of turns around and it sees Gatto, and Gatto, give me a perception check.
And it's a trap.
What did you roll?
If it's a trap, a 43.
All right, it's not a trap, but a 37 is
37.
quite enough.
37.
The creature looks at you, and you could see that its eyes are occluded with some sort of reddish film. There's something there's something wrong with its eyes. That's what you could see. Hold on a second. 33. Here we go. There's something wrong with his eyes, and you can hear it start to, like, it's standing there in front of you and it's looking at you, and it's just like, and it's kind of stomping around and that kind of
It's
stuff.
looking aggressive.
Yeah, well, it's looking aggressive. It doesn't attack, but it's looking odd. It's not behaving. Ilindar, I'm sure you're like, hey, cut it out, and it does not react to you as its summoner.
Okay. I'm gonna let everyone know that
It's stomping around and kind of making a bunch of noise and sort of pounding the ground and that kind of thing, and sort of spinning in circles. And what do you guys do?
I ready in action.
Okay. What's going to happen if you
if it makes a step towards me, I am ending it.
Les, do I know anything about this 44 Arcana? What could do this?
It looks like it looks almost as if it has been affected by a confusion spell, which means that its behavior could change from round to round.
Yep.
This would maybe look like it's babbling incoherently.
Yep.
Let's give it a few rounds. I made a roll, so I've got 3 of the apes, so 2 of them are still out in the hall with me.
Okay.
After this one clears out, goes away, does whatever.
Can you have Storm here as long as
Storm is not
apes?
here right now.
Okay.
But Storm's coming right back, so instead of getting rid of it, I was gonna
He's just in the GM screen right now.
right.
You don't know
that. It would be the smart thing to do.
Right. I'm going to send a second one in there to do the same thing within a few rounds to see if this one's affected by something different, the same thing, or if it's not affected by whatever. I'm just trying to check to see if this is a trap that resets itself, if it does this every time someone approaches, or what.
Okay. Okay. In this case, the creature.
What is the first one? Yeah.
The ape has been like, and it looks up, and Gatto, you see those reddish clouded eyes, and it immediately attacks you and tries to attack.
Okay.
He's going to dispatch really quickly.
He's going to try and slam you.
Well, so I had to ready to action.
What is your action?
I had a ready to action to attack it if it stepped towards me. And I've got lunge, so I have a 10-foot range.
Okay. So
So
you're
can
gonna
I
lunge
swing?
towards, yeah, absolutely. You will get the
I'm gonna
attack.
swing at it first before, yeah.
He's gonna end it pretty rapidly.
33 hit it,
Yeah, definitely.
12
right.
points of damage.
All those hit it, and after the second swing, it's gone.
Not all. Oh, yeah, second attack 31, 39 is a crit. Fourth is a 25. All right, yeah, it charges you, and then you just kind of like Ginsu its thing, and it's like it's gone.
And then it disappears.
Yep.
Okay. Now my armor
Oh.
class was -2 during the lunge actions, but
Yeah.
All
It
right.
has
So
like a +3 or something like that to attack. So
he rolled a 9. Is there anything there? Oh, the second one, a 20. Does 20 hit you?
20 hit me? No.
Yeah, it never got close
So
enough. Okay.
the second guy I send up, and with the same instructions, go up, touch the mirror, and see if you can walk through it.
Do you speak ape?
Of course. Doesn't
Okay.
everybody?
Well, you hear one ape say to the other ape after the first one attacks Gato and is destroyed, dispatched. The ape that you say, "All right, you go now, try." He goes to the other ape and goes, "This is some fucking bullshit, isn't it?" In ape. All right. So, but he
Can we
goes in
see-
because he's
I've read
compelled.
it in action.
Hey, Mike, tell it to try to push its hand through. So at least if it happens again, we at least know if there's a dimension there.
Yeah,
Or if it
that's why I say
goes-
try and touch it and push your hand through. If not, then try and step through.
All right, it reaches forward, it leans forward, it gets very close to the mirror, and it grabs on one hand on the edge of the mirror, and it takes a hand, and Bartos, you're watching the whole time, and it sort of like goes through, and you see its hand sort of disappear. You don't see the hand. It's almost like it's dipping its hand in a pool of mercury, but its hand goes through, and it comes back out, and you hear in ape, he's still
In
talking to
ape.
the other ape, go to him, he's like, well, I did the stupid shit that they told me to do, and it worked. I'm not sure what the fuck they want me to do now, but I don't want to go in there.
Now I attack. No.
And he turns
All right.
around and he's like,
Um,
pulls his hand out. His hand seems to be fine, but it did absolutely pierce through the bottom of the thing, which would tell you that this may serve,
Multiple
frankly,
purposes.
yeah, it might be a teleportation portal of some sort. It gives off the right kind of magic for that, among other things. As you're looking at it now, though, Bartos, you see that the enchantment magic is not radiating anymore.
What is the enchantment? Is that confusion?
Yeah, it was probably the confusion.
Ah.
Might be. It's still radiating divination and conjuration.
Can I, if I do a dispel, can I can just target the
Uh,
divination?
The mirror? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you want to target an
You don't wanna
object?
kill
Absolutely, you
you don't
can.
want to kill the magic
No,
of the mirror, though.
But no, but I want to dispel the divination without dispelling
The conjuration.
conjuration. I'm wondering if I can do that. I think I can with. It's not permanent, is it? Dispel magic?
It can be.
It depends. Yeah, it can
Yeah.
be.
On
Often
an
it's
item or an artifact, typically it just suppresses it for a while.
this doesn't give out artifact waves though, Bartos, and especially with your power, you're a pretty powerful mage. So your guess is that this was created by somebody else, right? Which means another mage made this thing for a specific purpose, and you're guessing that purpose is to serve as a teleportation vehicle to somewhere, and two, as a scrying accentuator, right? Because you know as a mage that to do scry, you need some sort of visual field that you can create. Pool of water, a mirror, a crystal ball, something that you can look into that will show you what you want to look at. Mirror is a great is a very popular choice. It could be that this is a mirror that somebody else made, in which case if you dispel magic on it and you manage to beat the the power of the mage that created it, yeah, you could permanently dispel powers off of this mirror. Dispel magic is one of those spells that has a lot of potential outcomes.
Just talking about if you do it on an item, it doesn't say that you can pick and choose though. It pretty much you either dispel the thing or you
Well,
don't.
It depends on if it has if an item has multiple things on it, it will often take the most powerful. The idea is that it will take the most powerful thing first.
First,
Yeah, and as
teleports
you,
are more powerful than
yeah.
scrying.
So
Yeah.
if we're assuming that this mirror has two different kinds of ensorcelments on it, one will be more powerful than the other. And in this case, if it's serving as a teleportation portal or as a scrying portal, I think scrying is a higher level spell, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, hold on.
It's-
Let's take a look.
I think teleportation is a higher level spell.
All right, so scrying is a let's assume this is a sorcerer or wizard. It's a 4th level spell for a sorcerer or wizard. We'll just use
Yeah,
that.
it's fifth level for teleport.
And
Yeah.
teleport. All right, so then it will. So if you were to cast Dispel Magic and succeed, it would remove the theoretically, it would remove the teleportation element.
Which we don't want.
Right.
Right.
So-
It seems like the bad part is either permanently gone or at least temporarily gone.
Temporarily is what I'm worried about. Let's
The
So-
ape doesn't seem confused or anything like that. He basically just seems perturbed that he's been summoned and now he's your test guinea pig.
Yeah.
He's talking to his other buddy, and his buddy's like, "Hey, look, I hope for the best, man, but you're on your own."
get rid of the apes. Get
He's
Storm
like, "I've been
back,
summoned before. Believe me,
Yeah.
these all suck."
These
I
are
say
solid.
I say we hop through the mirror before 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll take the minute to get Storm back.
Okay.
And then
Does that mean the apes go away?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right,
As
so
soon as Storm pops in, then the apes go away.
as you make the passes and say the apes, big on back to the jungles from which you came, they're like, "Oh fuck, thank God," and they disappear.
Fuck my life.
Hey, their buddy will be there when they get
Can you
there.
imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine these are like like a couple of cousins from some some
Yeah.
jungle plane that you've summoned these things for, and they're like, "Oh fuck, not again."
Yeah, there was a cartoon. I think it was Wizards of Id or something like that. No, it couldn't have been that. It was more of a gaming focused cartoon. And it showed a bunch of low level monsters sitting around like a lunch table. And they're all like smoking and drinking and they're just looking nervous. It's like, and they're talking about, where'd you get someone last time? Oh man, I don't want to talk about it. They got
I would talk about it.
1,000-yard stare. They all got PTSD. I got summoned to fight a dragon. I was there for 3 seconds before I came back, but it was horrible.
Ordered a stick at one of those where like this astral stallion is like just galloping around in the astral plane, have a great old time, and get pulled into some horrific battle for like 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
comes back, oh my god.
So you guys are standing around talking a little bit longer, where the silence goes away, the grease goes away from out from under it, sort of like crackles and crumbles and becomes less greasy. The ice storm, Ferrado's ice storm, melts and slides down the thing. There is still silence in the thing. You're not sure what's happening, but you have not, as far as you know, you have not seen Sister Perversion.
Well, if 16 minutes have gone by, you can take away angelic aspect greater, so I don't have wings.
All right, we got to figure out a way to get you wings that you can control and move around with you.
So has that ended?
Just get him a
Yeah.
different icon that you can swap in and out.
Protection
Haste
from
is-
evil has ended.
Haste is gone.
Haste is gone.
X
Yep.
is gone. But Stone Skin,
Stone Skin's still there.
And planar adaptation is still
planar
there.
adaptation,
Yep.
telepathic bond, that's all still there.
Before we go through, I want to do particulate form on everybody, because that'll give us a little extra boost against stuff.
Particulate form. You've cast this a couple of times before. I'm curious about that. Particulate form. That's a cool one.
Makes it a
It makes you guys a bunch of powders,
Yeah, immune to bleed, critical hits, sneak attacks, and other forms of precision damage.
and
you
it
get
lasts for one
Yeah.
round per level. All right. Okay.
And you
put
can
that.
also use it like a burst where you get hit points and dispel it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. All right. Particulate form. Stone skin, planar adaptation, particulate form, telepathic bond, just the same telepathic bonds as before because it's still in action. Correct. All right. All right. anything else you guys want to do? The Archons are like,
How long's
Can-
particulate form? Good.
It's a
round per level.
So 16, I think.
So
or
16 rounds.
Yep.
And
So
what does
what
that do?
It gives you all kinds of weird stuff. Here,
Okay, I'll just look it up. Don't take the time.
I got it already looked
The
up. Hold on a
TOS
second.
sheet doesn't do anything with it. The TOS sheet doesn't change.
No,
anything.
yeah, it doesn't change anything. But
All right, so I'm just going to
basically
put this up there.
Big thing is it makes you immune to bleed, critical hits, sneak attacks, and other precision damage.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the target's physical forms undergo a bizarre transformation. They look and function normally, but are composed of countless particles that separate and reconnect to remain whole. Each target gains fast healing 1 and is immune to bleed, critical hits, sneak attacks, and other forms of precision damage. The value of fast healing increases by 1 at caster levels 10, 15, and 20. So in this case, you guys have fast healing 3.
Right.
Any target can end the spell on himself or herself as a swift action, and then you regain 5 DC hit points and can attempt an additional saving throw against any one disease or poison that is currently affecting you, which
Okay.
ends it if you succeed. Yeah, so
Oh.
basically you become a group of particles that has a variety of bonuses, and you get fast healing 3 too, which is nice.
Yeah.
Kind of like turning you into a swarm.
The Archons
Right.
come to you and says, "We recognize, excuse us. You have saved us from the depredations of Sister Perversion and all her horrific friends, and for that we are in your debt. We would like to be returned to our home plane, that of Nirvana. Lothar, as we have divined your name is to be, you seem to be the closest to the person that might be able to return us. Can you do this for us? We cannot, in the conditions we are in, we dare not follow you, although our hearts are with you in your quest, whatever it may be."
Yeah, we got that. You're an NPC.
We are indeed NPC, noble NPCs, of course, but
Noble and wholly useless NPC.
yes. Yes,
So-
wholly useless. We cannot contribute in any real or physical way to any fights or conundrums that you may occur. However,
They
you have
are
rescued us so that you are now responsible for us. And we know your
That's-
alignments well, which means that you must do something good.
that's bullshit. However,
Bastards.
they are outsiders, but
They are outsiders here. Yeah, they are definitely outsiders. So a dismissal spell will send them back.
they were brought here not by summoning,
No.
Right.
right? So the question is, would banishment work?
Probably. Hold on, let me check banishment. But yeah, I'm thinking probably. So what they'll tell you when you begin asking these questions, they will tell you that they were originally brought in to fight on behalf of the Crusaders, and the battle that they were in went awry, and they were captured. But they were not summoned; they were gated in by wizards of the Crusader wizards. Extra planar creatures and spell chance. Yeah, I mean banishment would definitely work. It forces extra planar creatures out of your home plane. That's all it says. There's no discussion of
How they got there, etc.
yeah, it has no banishment would send them back.
And one it'll do both. Yeah.
And it's 2-hit die per caster.
Right, which
Yeah.
means it'll take care of both of them. One single banishment spell will send them both back from whence they have come.
Okay.
Cast it upon us, O priest.
Then I will make sure they understand not to resist the magic,
We will, of course, not.
and I will send them home and wish them well, and then I'll cast banishment.
And they are blasted out of existence as the banishment spell destroys their physical being on this plane and sends them back from whence they came. As they depart, fading into the distance, they say, "Thank you, Lothar of the Hill People. Thank you." And they are gone.
There you go.
Yeah, you saved 2 out of 3. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's above our normal average.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
normal average of 0 NPCs.
I was
Zero,
gonna
yeah.
say, do we have an average if it's 0? Not
We've
necessarily.
saved a crap ton of NPCs.
Yeah, I
Name them.
guess. In multiple
The
games.
dwarves.
Original.
Oh, the
Herald
dwarves.
of
Yeah, you saved the
Iomedae.
dwarves. Okay.
We saved the original Herald of Iomedae
That's
against
true.
his own great resistance, and then he became useless.
Yeah.
We rescued that girl too.
Yeah.
And the guy in the prison you rescued. Oh yeah. All right. So I stand corrected. You guys have saved many NPCs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't mention some of those guys.
They're not
Yeah.
entirely well, none of them have
Well,
been
there was that
useful to
teenage girl
us.
from the prison. Oh wait, never mind. I'm sorry.
None of
Got
them,
it.
Yeah, that was
regardless of
not a
how
teenage girl.
powerful,
Don,
have
we'll
this-
talk about that later.
I
have
Yeah,
decided
yeah.
to be
Place
of
in the
any
ground, but
use to us.
only improve
Don't-
the
don't-
recipe, probably.
We didn't rescue the devil.
All right.
No.
After you guys are sort of hanging around for a little while, both of the unseen servants depart.
Bye, guys.
Okay, guys. While particular, form is on us, I step to the side of the mirror
Mm-hmm.
and then I use stealth to step around and go in.
All right. So you go in. I'm gonna. Okay, 42 stealth. Gato, I'm gonna send you a message because you are part of the telepathic bond, right?
Yes.
What is the range on that?
It is. Well, the range is 65 feet, but I think once it's cast, it's different from that. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the range of casting.
Yeah.
I suspect it's not planar.
Yeah. So before he does that, well, maybe not, but does everybody get closer to like be able to go in fast, or is Flashheart and Fletcher still on the other side of the room?
I think
Oh.
they're still arguing about who killed who.
Where do you need me to be?
We had enough
Close to
time,
the
and we
mirror.
were out of initiative. We could have walked over there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, works over any distance, but not from one plane to another.
I
Okay.
was
So
just debating
on
with
the same
Fletcher that
plane.
we could burn this place to the ground, but it probably only improve the real estate. So
Yeah.
You get that list?
Yep, I do.
But we didn't get what we wanted, did we?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's why we're going through this portal to see if it's on the other side.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
All right. Gato, send in a message.
Yep.
If Gato doesn't immediately tell us not to come through, then we all start piling through.
Yeah, I would think that's the play.
All right. All right.
this is
Because
Actually,
maybe
Gato's
actually,
big
we went-
chance.
We told Gato before he left to tell us to come through if it's safe.
I tell Bardos, I've made it somewhere. I don't know where I'm at. It's a strange cavern. Come on in though.
Hold on a second. Hold
so.
on.
Are you on the same plane?
It must be because
Well,
he's
I
talking
must
to
be
you.
because I'm communicating.
Nice. And
Right.
when you use telepathic bond, do you pinpoint who you talk to, or is it everybody included on it?
I think it's everybody.
Everybody.
So,
Yeah,
Gato, do you see your guy?
it's like we're all familiars with each other, basically.
Okay, so all of us heard it. Well, all the ones on it
Yeah.
heard it.
Yes.
Yeah, when it's on it.
Okay.
So-
Gato, you see where you are?
Yes.
All right. Do you see what's around you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to send you a quick message just because I know what your next question is going to be.
Okay.
What do you mean I'm possessed?
No, his next question is going to be what baseball player in 1964 was
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
it?
Okay.
Okay.
You want to ask me about you got a question about the thing down to the south?
Yeah, I was scrolling down to take a look at that.
Okay. Hold on, I'm going to tell you something. All right.
Fletcher, you first.
Man.
Inland Darn Storm, I'm guessing. We need to
I'm in
pass
a dark
together.
cavern with some webs, and there's something down here.
Okay.
Good to know.
As I heard a cavern with a bunch of webs. That sounds. Does that sound like home, Chuck?
Cavern
That
webs,
sounds like men's
something.
and bronzer.
Oh, man.
I activate my
Ah.
spider climbing shoes.
Can you see the mirror on the other side?
No, there's no mirror on the other side. I don't know how to get back to you necessarily, but I do wish you guys would hurry. There seems to be something wrapped in a web, like a cocoon.
Yeah.
It's a
Lothar, can you
one-way
cast
trip. All right.
Anti-spider on me, please.
So go.
And we all pile through quickly.
All right, you're all going?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Woohoo.
right, I'm gonna move you guys
Meat for the
here
beast.
one at a time.
I'm moving to here, so I'm out of the way, and I'm still using stealth. Oh man.
Got some anti-Uji spider.
There's lots of these cocoons.
Oh,
delightful.
rats.
No, I think
This
spider.
is information we could have used a minute ago.
Did I miss anybody? Yeah, I did.
Corrado.
I grabbed the blow
Corrado.
torches on the way in.
All right, you guys find yourselves here. I may actually have flavor text for this. Hold on a second. I do. The walls of this 20-foot high cavern are covered in spots with thick, shaggy spider webs. A distant howling, as if a violent windstorm, shrieks beyond a web-clogged opening to the cave in the south. So, Gato, where you're standing, you can see that there are webs sort of blocking your exit.
Right.
There's webs there to get in the cave. Beyond them, you can see what look to be, well, you're looking at these things, right? They look to be
The cocoons.
bodies. Yeah,
Yeah.
like cocoons or bodies wrapped up in spider silk.
Detect life on them. I assume they're all dead, but maybe not.
Okay.
That seems like
So
a good
who
time.
has a flame spell, a small flame spell for getting rid of these webs?
A small flame spell, he specifies.
Well,
Fireball is not.
You hear
what you're
a
looking
voice
for.
from beyond that says, "I do," and another fireball hits.
He didn't ask how big the cavern was. He said cavern.
I didn't ask how big the
Yes,
cavern was.
fireball.
I think it's
All
a
right.
good place to end. Uji spiders.
We're at 10:59. You've got so you find yourself in a cavern. There is spider webs here. You can see beyond those spider webs, which are blocking the way. You can see that there look to be bodies. Maybe well, they look to be large bodies, but they're look like they're wrapped in spider silk. Think Frodo in
Yeah.
in the last of the Lord of the Rings movies, but only without the face showing. This is kind of what they look like.
She-Dog's lair.
Hold on a second. Let me
Give us a
see. Will
nightmare to go to
this?
sleep to?
Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what they kind of look like. You can see they are bodies.
Otto, can you detect magic items and see which ones are worth looting? I'm sorry.
We already had
Paladin
those
did not
gone
say
before
that.
we got
I don't know
here.
who said that. That was somebody in the back of the party.
Was
saying
that
he's
the
a-
Herald of Iomade? There,
Yeah.
the force for good.
He doesn't
All
like
right.
spiders.
All right,
Not
so
good
yeah, you
about
can
that.
see those. That's where we'll stop tonight. We as you guys have entered into this area through the mirror. And yes, I think Gato's point of that that there's no mirror down here is a bit disconcerting to say the least.
Yeah, this is concerning.
No, we can get back to where we need to be.
Yeah,
Gordon,
we
I
have
hope
the
you feel
magic
better. Good luck
to
recovering.
plane
from
shift or
COVID.
teleport or whatever we need.
Yeah, we can do
so,
both.
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah, we're on
as-
the same plane.
if telepathic bond is any indication, you guys are still on the same plane.
right.
Yeah.
So teleport without error, both Bardos and Illendar can do, I think.
Hopefully it's not Lulz Selmer House.
Yeah. And then you and I can both do plane shifts, so we've got
Yeah.
we got the movement, we got that covered. On both fronts.
Gordon, I hope you feel better. Good luck recovering.
Yeah, get well, you guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good
And
recovery.
let's what's next week? It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm most likely to be
B team.
B team. I'm glad you brought that up. So those of you who are among the B teamers, do you care about the Super Bowl or are we still gaming?
I'd say we still game.
I am of the same opinion, but I certainly will capitulate if people want to watch the big game.
I'm watching the game. I'm not on B team.
I'm
That's true.
watching. I'm watching the game. I'm not on B team.
Go over to my house, Don.
It's just a
It's kind
slight
of
commute.
It's just a short trip.
Alright,
It's a short drive.
But
Yeah.
boy, will Dan be surprised when you arrive.
Yeah,
You, Chuck?
I'm good with playing. I don't watch football.
I would have to leave on Thursday to get there.
We're good.
Okay,
All right, we
We
good?
don't watch it. We don't
that
watch
was fun.
football.
I was falling
All
asleep
right.
the last hour, but it was fun.
Oh, thanks. That's a vote of confidence in my
No,
DM.
no, it's not me. It's not me.
We gotta send you some coffee for Sunday night.
Hey,
No,
he does
I got
better
a
than
19-year-old dog, so he's got to go out like 3 times a night now, and
Oh,
so
you're poor
it's killing my sleep.
it's killing your sleep patterns.
Yeah.
I understand. No, you keep showing up, so I'm gonna take that as like that I'm a good DM. So despite
yeah.
my cheating and
It
lack
just-
of rules knowledge.
You're the
It
last
just shows you
best
what
DM
his
I've had in
social
the
life
last 5
options
years.
are.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you, and lady.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you guys. Have a great
Thanks,
week.
Cliff.
And
Everybody
B
have a good
team
week.
next week. I'm going to try and get a Wednesday email out this week. We'll see. I don't
Okay.
know. I make no
Good luck with
promises.
that.
All right.
See you
Thanks.
next week, some of you.
All right.
See
Sounds
you guys.
good. See
Bye
y'all.
now.
Bye, guys.